so much, Belk, for the raid. That yippee is for you. Everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. I hope life's been good to you, and I hope you get to have dinner if you haven't already. Tropius with the 5-month resub.
Excited for the thrilling Aaron Paul's Need for Speed time thing.
Well, I have bad news for you. That's not what we're looking at today, but thank you for the 5-month resub. I really appreciate that. And Spicy Kima with the brand new sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Today is a very special stream. A very special opportunity has presented itself. Duke of Hammer, thank you for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that.
Can't wait to adventure on some roads.
That's what I say every morning when I think about the road. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. And Mystery Druids, Cherry, with the 8-month resub.
Oh god, I hope the car doesn't talk in this game.
I got some bad news for you, my friend. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. And Juniper Guitari, I'll get to do my intro one of these days.
Hello, Holly. It has been 10 months. I'm still thinking about the white bioncles stuck in Sherbetland from Mario Kart 64.
It's okay, they live there. It's okay. Thank you, Sofa Sophia.
Yippee.
Yippee! I appreciate the bits. Hang on. Sorrow of Aria with the brand new sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kerbumble in chat is asking, so is it actually Road Trip or one of the other Choro Q games? The suspense is killing me. And that's what I'm here to talk about today, or when the fucking alerts stop happening. Thank you, dear Calzone, for the 4-month resub.
Dr. Sex?
Maybe later. Maybe he'll appear someday. Thank you for that resub. I appreciate it. Today, me and my friend, Mike Spagoner, maybe you've heard of him. His Twitter is unknown, but you may have seen him around. Today, we're here together to explore something very interesting. A very special opportunity presented itself to me for the chance to take a deep dive into and explore a forgotten piece of video game history. And we'll get into that real soon, what that means and what that is. And I hope you're all looking forward to that. I am too. This is one of, literally one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities sort of thing. Hey, Phoenix! With the 2-month resub!
Marrow in Bones and Hollow Tones streams. These are a few of my favorite things.
It's usually good when you have that inside of your bones, I reckon. Thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate it. this is normally where I do the sort of like, hey, if you like the stream and you want to support it, here's what you can do. I kind of want to just cut to the chase because this is something I'm really like chomping at the bit to like show off. So I'll keep it quick. If you want to support the stream, you got plenty of options. If you want to go the financial route, you got, subs to the channel, you got bits, you got gift subs, you can tip directly through Streamlabs and PayPal. Never mandatory, don't feel obliged to. Here's bits from Nox.
More like Sparbona, LOL.
Fucking got him so good. He's never gonna recover from that. This is the end of the stream now. You've killed him. Thank you, IRL Gumi, for the 10-month resub.
Hello? Car? Yes? Yes.
Yes?
I am 10
yes.
now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we have one more. Cyan Corviday with the 3-month resub.
I love you, Holly. Less than 3 when you say my username. I die BC adorable.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And 100 bits from Pochiyaki.
Tasty shapes for Holly and Mike.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, never mandatory. Very much appreciated, though, considering how this is, like, one of my main sources of income and why I'm able to put as much time and energy into it as I do. Affable Giraffe with the 10-month resub.
Hold on, I have to interrupt. I got a job at the zoo.
Hell yeah!
I get free passes and tickets. Who wants to see the bonobos with me?
Bit of an advanced spoiler, but they do have a zoo in this thing that we're going to be checking out today. Barrier Trio Bean with the 7-month resub.
Hey, it's Ole Hickory Ham Car.
Oh god, please never talk to Hickory Ham Car again. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. So, anyways, other ways to support the stream, you can also, share posts on social media about it. You can tell a friend or something like that. You can take clips and share those around. Or, if you're interested in what's going on and you've got the time, you can always just tune in. I reckon, if you like what's happening, then coming on, stopping by, and having a good time, that counts as support too. So thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it here with me. All that out of the way, I'm going to undeafen on Discord and get my friend Mike on the horn. I believe he's here right now.
Tip. This is a tip for tips.
I think.
Tips look like
Mike,
this.
my friend Mike, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm very,
yeah.
very excited to see our new game today.
Mm-hmm. I haven't exactly talked about what it is yet, aside from, posting a bit about it on Twitter and stuff. Before, we get into the meat and potatoes of it, I figure a little bit of a preamble might be in order. First of all, Kamari Kishigami with the resub.
Anniversary. Heck yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Mike.
One of these days we'll find
My
out what
wife
it is.
works with a Mike who sounds just like you, and they keep being afraid you are the same Mike somehow. You aren't.
Wild. And Disaster Game of Crisis. Thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Let me just tab on over to this view here. I'll get the side stream up just so you can see what I'm up to. Mike, share. This should be good. Okay. You're seeing it, right? It should just be like a Wikipedia article right now.
I see it. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Cool Blue, for that resub, that 2-month resub. I appreciate that. So I have to remember which of these on here is the fucking window capture for my browser. Okay, so bit of a preamble before we get started, just because I feel like this is important context for what we're exploring today. So Road Trip Adventure, also known as Road Trip or Choroq HG2, often mislabeled as Road Trip Arcade Edition, is a racing adventure video game for the PS2 developed by E-Game, but commonly credited to Takara. Hang on, let me get some background music up so it's a little bit less dry to listen to while we get through the rough stuff. Thank you, Video Chess, for the 10-month resub!
I am checking in. Please have fun.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. Thank you so much. Game was released in 2002 in Japan by Takara, in North America by Conspiracy Entertainment, and in 2003 in Europe and other PAL regions by System 3 under the Play It label. Thank you, Venom Wyvern, for that tier 3 resub, rather. I appreciate that. I don't know why it's saying... Oh, you sub for 3 months in advance. which is why it's getting me confused. That's why it said it was a new one. Okay, thank you so much. There's a car jumping on my screen. Thank you, Sandwich.
There's a car jumping on your screen.
That is not part of what we're talking about today, but thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Game combines elements of racing and adventure games and is widely considered to be the best of the Chorokyu series due to its large, seamless world, which the player can freely explore. Game takes place in a world of anthropomorphic cars that act like humans. As part of the PS2 Classics release, Road Trip Adventure was released on the PlayStation Store for the PS3 in Europe on February 15th, 2012. However, it was not released on the American PSN. So, this is a game that, it's not super widely well known. It has sort of a cult following here in, like, North America and the quote-unquote English world. I think it's more well known in Japan. Have you played this game before, Mike? I know I haven't.
I haven't. I have watched someone play it before, all the way through, specifically video chess.
Hell yeah! Chess.
Either way, it's very fun.
Yeah, Chess, friend of the stream, who did just resub like a little bit ago. I'm not sure if she's still here, but if she is, hey, shouts out to you, you're wonderful. Did like a delightful playthrough of the game. Really cool. I think Wayne also played through like some of it and said that he wants to go back to it again someday.
Yes, he did.
I could read through the entirety of this Wikipedia article, but that'd be kind of fucking boring. The point is,
yeah, we're not here for that. We're here to see, new stuff.
Exactly. We're here to show off something new, interesting, never before seen, with an asterisk at the end because I only think it's never before seen. It might have actually been seen by some people. Affable Giraffe.
Here, Miss Holly, I can help read too. After starting a new game in adventure mode, a cutscene begins inside the office of President Forrest, who wins out from being president.
Someone's doing the work for you.
Thank you so much.
The winner of the World Grand Prix.
Thank you, Moth Mecha, for the $5
Holly,
tip.
I'm trying to find a 3D gamer jobs and keep getting rejection letters, but your streams always cheer me up, so here is a money, okay?
I'm happy to hear that. I hope you have better luck and success getting that job. And thank you so much. Anyways, the Chorokyu games have, like, a history. Like they're like an entire series in Japan. There's like multiple entries in the series. I think Road Trip Adventure was one of the few, if not the only, to get like localized in our neck of the woods, which is really interesting. And so, it's just sort of been in the back of my mind for a while, like, oh, this is a neat game, this is a neat thing. And then, it's a small and strange world sometimes. A bizarre opportunity comes up where I hear about an attempt by an American developer to make a direct sequel to Road Trip Adventure. Not like really associated with the Chorokyu brand, but I guess still somehow like a sequel to the game, and it
a kind of third-party spiritual successor.
Yeah, like in more than just name alone. It was never completed. It like was stuck in development hell for a while. It was supposed to come out on the PS4. Just completely like dead in the water, more or less. And like swept under the rug by like, a company that basically like no one's ever heard of. It had its one shot with this, it failed, it went under. And so like as far as history was concerned, that was that. It's gone, never to be seen again. Until today. Thank you, Scout Chan, for the 8-month resub.
Wahoo. Yippee.
I have received exclusive information about what this game was going to be. It was super ambitious, and Mike and I are gonna be doing a deep dive into all of that today, exploring that with you. And then, to top it all off, we have a really early, like very early, so like very sort of like iffy and choppy in a lot of ways, but
it probably won't be very long.
Probably not. It's more of a tech demo than anything, unfortunately. Not a lot of stuff that they had, like, in the pipeline actually got it into, like, playable form, but...
Thanks for the japes.
Thank you, Atelier Zeno, for the bits, I appreciate it. But, we will be showing off an exclusive look at, what Road Trip Adventure 2 was, like, playable in studio. So, with all that said, let's get started. Road Trip Adventure 2. Road Trip Adventure 2 is a 2014 PlayStation exclusive video game developed by the Apex team and is the second installment to the Road Trip Adventure series. A little bit more info on the Apex team here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Slothbones, for the 5-month resub. The Apex Team North America is a game developer widely known for the creation of Road Trip Adventure 2. They're a privately held developer. The founder is Sylvester Aberdeen. They were founded in 2000 in Los Angeles, California. They were a subsidy of Sony, believe it or not, bought up by them at some point. Wasn't enough to save them, I suppose, but, you know, they gave it a try.
Let's unearth car secrets.
Thank you, Aquacure, for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Their first... I suppose it wasn't really their first release. It was their first game they worked on, unfortunately. But, you know, Road Trip Adventure 2. And that's literally all the Apex team is known for.
Sad.
Really unfortunate. Quasi-Stellar Chicken! Thank you for the 2-month resub. I really appreciate that.
Baba Booey time to Skadudi.
Awesome! Like Cars, the game takes place in the world of scaled-down cars instead of people and animals. I might have to mute alerts at some point if this keeps happening
Holly and
non-stop.
Mike. Gonna have the stream on in the background while I do my homework and midterm. Can you guys help me with question number 2?
Okay, the answer to question number 2 is a really big pile of eggs. They smell so fucking bad. Thank you so much, I appreciate the tip. Road Trip Adventure 2 is a 3-way combination of a racing game, a party game, and an RPG game, better known as a car PG game. This is far better than the first Road Trip Adventure game, allowing you to do far more than just travel around the world in a scaled-down car. It allows you to make racetracks, play online, interact with townspeople or towns' cars, and more. The game takes place in the year 2002, on Earth. This is actually 2014, after the events of RTA 1. Also, the cars can fuck in this one, baby!
Now that's something really interesting. Like, were they going to have like dedicated mechanics to that, or is that just like a world building detail that they decided to run with? I can't. Yeah.
It's interesting. Like this is like more or less verbatim their design document of like features they plan to like implement, things they were actively working on, things they had like got into the game, things like that. So the way this is worded seems to imply that there was like some sort of car breeding mechanic wherein you could like, you know, take your road trip racer, breed them with like rivals or friends and like raise a whole new generation of cars that you could like have better stats with and go on like more advanced races with. Thank you, Mistheart, for the 10-month resub. Remember the nightmare? I remember it, so you don't have to.
I hope none of that is in the demo we're going to play today, or else your Twitch channel might get banned.
Yeah, this unfortunately may be the final Hollowtown stream, so...
Playing with fire here. It's okay.
It's a little bit risky here, but we need to be, like, on the cusp here so that we can show off, like, the bleeding edge of unreleased racing video games.
Yeah.
As you can see here, they had, like, an early mock-up of the box art, which, you know, it's okay. It's a start.
Yeah. It gets the point across.
Mm-hmm. I've seen much worse, you know, like placeholder box arts in like fucking like GameStop catalogs. So like, it's fine. It's fine. This was developed by the Apex team. Has a number of publishers, interestingly enough. Sega, Sony Computer Entertainment, and Ubisoft. All of them getting their whole fingers in the pie here, which, you know, kind of paints an interesting story of maybe part of the reason why this wasn't able to succeed was, like, executive meddling.
I can only imagine, because, like, with those behind it, you'd imagine that they had enough money to make it, so it had to have been something else.
Mm-hmm. It was, I'm getting a feeling it was probably, like, a whole lot of people with different ideas of what they wanted their big moneymaker to be, and, like, not a lot of, like, cooperation on that front, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Platforms listed as PS3, PS4, and Microsoft Windows. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. This was sent to me specifically being described as like a PS4 game in development, but I guess they had plans to like backport it and also like release a PC version.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Released in 2014, or was planned to release, I suppose, in 2014 and 2015. Single-player mode, a split-screen multiplayer mode, online multiplayer, and hot seat multiplayer, with a rating of E for everyone. Available on Blu-ray discs or as digital downloads.
Now that's interesting. E for everyone, despite also the cars can fuck in this one being one of the prime selling points. I'd imagine they put that on the back of the box, right?
Right,
in big word art up at the top.
You do have to wonder if this is just a case of were the developers goofing around for their sort of internal document? It's like how Crash Bandicoot in development was referred to as Sonic's ass game, even though that's not a thing. Crash Bandicoot would never say ass. He's rated E for anyone, or I guess A for anyone, or is A adults only? I don't remember. Good idea, BB. The 2-month resub. I just got
here and I am scared.
Manhunt is rated A for everyone.
For anyone. Thank you for the 2-month resub, I appreciate it. So you do have to wonder if it's just an in-joke for the developer's internal documentation, or if this really is just something that got past the ESRB somehow. Either way, very interesting. Paints a lot of problems with this game's rocky development. There's a lot to cover in this document, so...
There is a lot to cover here.
There is a whole lot to cover.
I heard that they were originally going
that's the thing is, you wonder, they clearly had everything laid out on paper, so it must have been, production problems that went into it, because, man, look, they had all the stuff laid out here and everything.
They thought through, literally everything from the looks of it, really extensively, up to and including, specific reasons, specific things that the ESRB rating would have and, account for, different characters in the game, all the different, areas, straight up, granular options for your menu. Wild.
Man.
Development of this game began in 2003! My god, this has been in the pipe for a long time. When the Apex team were working on extremely early concept art for Road Trip Adventure 2. In 2005, they finally went to work when they received development kits for the PlayStation 3. RTA 2 was announced in E3 2006 as a teaser trailer? Along with Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 at MotorStorm. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. Not at all.
I'll be honest, my memory of anything past a couple years ago is real shaky, so...
Wow.
My god, though, that really does belie, a lot of forethought put into this game. No gameplay was shown, but clips of the original RTA 1 were presented. The alpha version of RTA 2 was released in 2010 under the name Best Racer Ever, designed exclusively for beta testers. I wonder if that's the version we're getting today.
I wonder.
I've actually never heard of that. That's wild. How they were, they managed to, fly this completely under the radar. Finally, in 2014, the game was planned to release for the PS3. They received developer kits for the PS4 shortly afterwards. They soon began porting it for the PS4. It was expected to be released in Q1 2015. There was recently an interview with the CEO of the Apex team. He has confirmed that a PS2 version of RTA 2 is under development? Huh.
Man, what? What were they... Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of why this game was canceled.
So
I don't think anyone had any of their priorities in order.
They had so many fucking buck-wild ideas about what they wanted to do, and could not, at any point, decide, okay, we need to, drastically cut down our scope here, otherwise this is never getting done. My god.
My god.
It will not have online multiplayer, DLC, the verts, and overall graphics quality will be lower. Fucking verts? Really?
Verts?
I have never heard of anyone referring to, graphics quality with, specifically vertices or verts.
I've maybe heard that, twice in my life. That's bizarre.
I've specifically heard it for people, doing, hobbyist 3D modeling, and that's it.
Yeah.
A release date is currently unknown. This must be really outdated. Oh god, it's never getting released.
Oh no.
That's really unfortunate. And so we step out from this very limited sort of glimpse into concrete stuff that we know about the development process, and we look more into, the design that they had for the systems of this game. They had a lot about, the economy and all that. Like, for instance, at the start of the game, you were asked to specify a name for the currency used in the game. That's, I believe, a feature in the original Road Trip Adventure.
That is a feature in the original. Yes, you do get to name the currency. It's good. It's good to see that carried over. That's a fun little thing.
Trying to stick to like the original heart and soul of the game. I appreciate that. And also display preferences too, such as optional motion blur, bloom, and measure units. Money is a large factor in Road Trip Adventure 2. It is used to trade parts and deposit in banks, and to advertise. To win money, you can race, sell parts, and advertise. That all sounds very familiar to Road Trip Adventure 1. So it sounds...
I believe so.
Yeah, so it's good that they're like sticking to sort of like what made that game, you know, as like compelling as it was. Also, Mike, by the way, if you ever want to like interject at like any point, feel free to just like interrupt.
Oh yeah,
me.
no. I'm enraptured. I'm just reading alongside with you.
Hell yeah. Initial startup. The first time you start the game, you'll test drive the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z07, an American supercar, around the parodic version of the Spa-Francorchamps International World Circuit, and as all 3 laps are complete, you'll start the game as any E-Class vehicle. They got sponsorships!
Like, you get a sponsorship with Chevrolet to have their car in it, and it's like, we want it to be the first thing that they see in the game. So the moment you boot, it's like in a Metroid game, how you start when like Samus has all of her power-ups and stuff like that. Like you start as the the most amazing car, the Chevrolet Corvette Z07, and then you're reduced to a normal car, and you have to work your way back up to the top. Interesting strategy.
The Symphony of the Night of car PGs. Also, I saw someone in chat mention, she has like the RTVS fanzine open in another tab. I do not. This is my like bookmarks bar at the top, so I have like important things for like stuff I want to look at later or stuff I enjoy, like the fanzine, a marble game I wanted to look at, and the most important tweet ever made in history. Can I text you?
Can I text you?
Opening movie. As soon as the game loads up, the opening movie will begin with a cinematic intro and also a 4-minute music video of the game, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi!
The movie will not be skippable if the game starts up for the very first time. You cannot skip Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
You need to listen to Bon Jovi. We're begging you.
Oh, what a tragedy. This game had everything going for it.
It really did. The movie fades in with a cinematic view of the RTA-2 planet. That looks a lot like Earth. Oh god, Dusty Hyena in chat says, "Whoa, we're halfway there! Whoa, 2 cars having sex!" Hey, wait, look at the scroll bar? Why, what's wrong? What's the matter? The camera. Oh, you know. The camera zooms into the planet to show a world of cars, with street races, police pursuits, tourism, and 2 cars parked by each other near a cliff during a sunset. Oh, how cute. Even in this world of high-octane gasoline burning rubber, even cars can find love.
Even cars can have sex.
Even cars can do wretched fuck when the sun sets. A 2006 Corvette Z06 and an Audi R8 passes by the 2 cars, almost looking like they are racing each other. They meet up with 6 other vehicles for a race on the coast. As the moon rose up, the race began. I realize now that this is just like, you know, the racing at like night, but my first time, like, I've like glanced through this before just to see like some of like what's in here. I didn't read all of it. I certainly didn't read "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi, so that killed me. But my first time reading that specific bit, I thought the implication was, oh, so they're were cars. When the moon comes out, they turn into cars. After 2 racers were eliminated from the race, the Corvette emerges as the winner. The song suddenly stops, and turns into a dark orchestral score when 5 black cars arrive about to hit the Corvette before the scene ends.
Oh my god, there's villains.
There are wicked individuals in this world
They're
of cars.
evil cars.
We need to stop them no matter the cost. The title card shows up after before it fades out. I'm sorry? The tenses are a little bit,
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a lot of mixed past and present tense in this.
The title card will show up before or after. It's your choice, but it's not.
It's good or bad.
I find it scary or good. I'm not sure. Main menu. The main menu will show several game options along with a slideshow background imitating human world history with cars with this menu music. Link coming soon. Huh. I guess we're still waiting on our sources to like get the like confirmation of the rights that they can like actually share this music. I mean, I guess if it's like licensed music, you can just say, oh right, this is like the song that we were using. So like you can just go look it up if you want, that sort of thing. So we get like a slideshow of things like the dyno trucks, Mesopotamia for motorbikes, I guess Motorpotamia or something. Jesus Chrysler, when the Romans invaded England, but I guess the Romans are fucking boats, stuff like that. Very interesting. Sort of aping a little bit on like what like Disney Pixar's Cars does.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like there's like a car pope in Cars, if memory serves.
Right, and doesn't he also drive inside of a different larger car?
I don't remember that, but that could be true.
I think that's true, unless someone's been lying to me for years, in which case, I know who you are and I'm going to get you for that. But yeah, it's interesting to see how this team, while wanting to make like a spiritual sequel to Road Trip Adventure, didn't like want to like necessarily just like ape on the Choroq brand. They wanted to like do their own thing.
Right, yeah.
And I guess by doing their own thing, I mean, they're sort of doing a Disney's Cars thing, but I mean, you know, sometimes it's good to like wear your inspiration on your sleeve, and B, it's fucking Disney, who cares?
Yeah.
Adventure. This will take you directly to the story mode of RTA 2. Road Trip TV. This is where you are able to play cutscenes, trailers, news videos, etc. I assume they mean like in-game news broadcasts, which I assume would be
Maybe
a mechanic. Unless like this game just comes with like a broadcast about like your local news or something.
Unless they mean like news broadcasts concerning Road Trip Adventure 2,
Oh, maybe.
like promotional material, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know why I didn't like consider that, because that seems like, in hindsight, like more obvious and probably fitting. My immediate thought was, oh, they're just doing like an in-game version of the Nintendo Wii news channel or whatever.
Yeah, Cars can be on the news. Cars can tell news.
I've seen them on the
This
news
world
once.
has. I mean, this world has its own imitations of human history. They obviously have news channels.
Good for them. Oh, editor. This is where you are able to customize and test drive vehicles, even those you haven't bought, and save them for when you actually buy the car. Or publish the design to the RTA workshop. You can also create, edit, and publish tracks you have made, so the whole world can see.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so like not only is there like a custom track feature where you could like share online, which is really ambitious for like a game like this, but also I guess you had the ability to like customize like cars in like different ways. Whether that's whether that's like stats or like just appearance. That's really interesting.
There was car customization in the first one too. Like you could use different bodies and engines and tires and stuff like that. So I wonder if like there were like presets that you could upload, or maybe they had like more customizing options that you could do, kind of like a Create a Soul and Soul Calibur stuff like that. I don't know.
Welcome once again to the stage of history. We could host a whole tournament of cars in this game. Maybe someday we will. Maybe if all the fans get together and actually put this game back together the way it was meant to be, we'll finally get to do that someday.
Hopefully. One can only dream.
I need a drink. Just a sec. Play solo. This is where you can play by yourself. You can play on tracks with vehicles you purchased in adventure mode, or if you don't have any vehicles, choose the. I assume that's supposed to be courtesy, but they said courtesy. The courtesy cars.
They have like rental Pokemon, like Pokemon Stadium, except for cars.
Yeah.
Why would they not call it a rental car? That's such an easy gag. Come on.
The Coutesi instead.
The Coutesi cars.
You are able to race with tracks made by yourself or the community, or tracks made by the game. You can choose the laps, the number of opponents, the difficulty, and the time of day and weather. Thank you, Zandane, for the 4-month resub. I really appreciate that. And you can even choose mini-games, too. This really is just like the Pokemon Stadium of Racing. Holy shit. Play multiplayer. This is where you are able to play online, locally, or on split screen. Road Trip Adventure Chronicles. This will take you to the arcadic counterpart of the game. Arcadic?
Interesting.
Do they mean like
as if an arcade? I guess
that's what I'm assuming. Like
arcadic counterpart. So was it like? Did it come with a different game, or is there like a separate game mode that came with it?
I'm assuming it's maybe like a game mode where instead of having to worry about like grinding up for like better cars and like better stats and stuff like that, it's just kind of like, okay, one after another, you go after like all the different like races and objectives and quests in the game.
Maybe.
Sort of thing. Interesting. I guess we can only really speculate about this unless it's elaborated on later, which we'll have to wait and see, but that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Smug ladies in chat says Arcadic is the gay dude from New Vegas. He's my friend.
Arcadic Ganon.
God, I loved it. When he made you go to the Enclave and get their power armor. That was a fun quest. Options. You'll never guess what this does. Locations.
Oh my god.
And get chaotical.
Holy shit, 7. We racing tonight.
Oh, we racing tonight. Thank you so much. What's up, Mike?
Oh, nothing. I was flabbergasted that the options button takes you to the options.
Who would have fucking seen it coming? I sure wouldn't have.
Would have known?
Someday, maybe I'll just ever do this if I like try my hand at like making some kind of small game. And Sir B, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Attempt to explode mind. Oh, we're about to blow up your minds here with all this information about Road Trip Adventure 2.
You can attempt it.
Oh, it will be an attempt. And thank you, Moot, for the gift subs. I really appreciate that. The hell was I saying? Oh yeah, if I ever try and make my own video game, I love the idea of having a thing on the menu for options that like doesn't do anything or doesn't work or just like shuts the game down or something, or like opens up an entire side game.
Yeah.
The options menu takes you to the arcadic counterpart of the game. Locations. There are 10 different locations in the RTA 2 world. Blue Hills, a small town. The start of the player's journey around the world. Romeo's Pass, a very scenic and mountainous region. Also a national park. The city is probably named after an Alfa Romeo. A what?
A what?
I don't...
An Alfa Romeo? Not someone named Alfa Romeo, just some Alfa Romeo?
It's a car manufacturer, an Italian premium car manufacturer.
Okay, so it's named after a car.
Makes sense. Okay.
I see.
Long Bridge, known to be the longest and biggest bridge in the world, spanning about 2 miles long.
Pray you don't run into Gilgamesh there.
I just fucking know that if like there's a whole section about like DLC related to different like franchises that we're gonna get to later. And first of all, Riz Vbot, thank you for the 9-month resub. I really appreciate that. But I just know if Square Enix wanted to get like their hands on this in some capacity, like so many other big name companies did, like you fucking bet there would have been a Gilgamesh car DLC.
Absolutely. Oh my god, a Gilgamesh car. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking Gilgamesh would show up in this world of cars and be like, what the fuck? Is that a car? What the shit?
He takes out his 8 arms and each of them is holding a different steering wheel and he's just like, what the fuck? God damn it!
But now I am imagining a Gilgamesh car, and that's like very, very tantalizing.
Yeah! Castletown, another scenic town. inspired by Japanese castles. Adventure Highway, the biggest highway in the world. This is probably the most frequent place you drive by. Probably?
That sounds right. That sounds right.
The lack of confidence is a little worrying, but...
What if you drive off-road? Nothing's stopping you from doing it. I think Adventure Highway is just the easiest means it gives you to get from one place to another.
This is the way that most players are going to be doing this.
Mm-hmm, yes.
But if you're a brave and noble gamer, you can do whatever you want. Sand City, a fairly large city and resort inspired by Las Vegas. It has many tall buildings and scenery.
Wow. There's something like that in... I think it might have actually just been called Sand City or something like that, but there was a... Oh no, that's My City I'm thinking of. No, wait, there was a Las Vegas counterpart in Road Trip Adventure 1.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was like a casino that you could gamble at.
Hell yeah. Oh, that rules, actually. Little cars doing gambling, ramming into the slot machines to make them go. One of the things I remember from the bits and
Goth
pieces...
Presidents. Goth Presidents got me. It's Sandopolis. Or Sandopolis.
There we go. Rob the Reaver.
Alla William Dafoe in the Lighthouse Park, Holly Hall.
Thank you for the Willem Dafoe. And thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate it. I remember one bit that I saw when Chess was playing through Road Trip Adventure, the first one, where, like, you helped someone, like, build a big tower or something, and then the person just, like,
yes.
Yippee! I've got my new tower! You can go in it! And you just go to the top of it, and then all you can do is drive off of it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Thank you,
It's a good
Zeffy's
game.
House, for the 9-month resub. I appreciate it. Great Canyon.
Great Canyon.
A small minor town, built in a large, gaping canyon. It's pretty great. How do cars mine? Is what I'm wondering.
I want to say that they just run into the walls really fast and hope for the best. Or, alternatively, cars know how to operate dynamite.
I believe that cars would know how to do that. I trust that.
Either or.
IRL Gumi in chat is suggesting psychic powers, which I would also believe.
Could
Candy Hill. A trail with oversized candy pieces that were placed around. Probably the weirdest location in the game. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh. I mean, if you... like, the idea of just, like, Candyland just being one place that you can visit is, I can see why it's probably the weirdest location in the game.
Mm-hmm. Especially when, like, everything else so far has just been like, okay, here's, like, a relatively grounded place you can go to that cars built and live in.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just got candy. Uh-oh.
This was just candy everywhere.
What happened here? Who or what did this? We're getting a little bit quirky now. White Acropolis, a snowy town with a high mountain that overshadows... Hang on!
That is a level from Sonic 06?
That's just the Sonic 06 stage!
Yeah.
That's just a level in Sonic 2006!
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
straight
it sure
up!
is.
That's just from Sonic 06!
Yeah, I thought... I passed by it in the table of contents, but there is some Sonic expansion pack DLC, I think, so maybe this is related to it somehow?
I mean, I believe Sega was also, like, one of the publishers on this, so it makes sense, but it's also just like, hey, hang on a second. Coconut Island. A very secretive island that cannot be found without water skis that can be found at a shop in an underwater temple. It includes very beautiful scenery with a lot of palm and oak trees that cover it. I do like the idea of, like, a flooded underwater temple, A, that cars go to, and that B, has a gift shop that sells water skis.
Well, the first Road Trip Adventure did actually have an underwater temple that you could go to.
That tracks.
It didn't have a gift shop, which would have made it infinitely better. But
yeah.
there was indeed an underwater temple. There were no underwater monks to be seen there, unfortunately.
Cars don't know how to be monks. They don't follow the monastic ways. They're too busy driving and hooting and hollering and fucking. As you do.
As you do.
Kingdom Palace. A large medieval city built on floating islands that are miles above the world's surface. Cars can fall off there, returning to Coconut Island. So, there's this secret island that you can only access after going to, like, the Sunken Temple gift shop, and above it is just, like, a hovering medieval city.
That tracks.
And this isn't the weirdest location in the game.
Evidently not.
Huh. Very interesting. If that's not billed as the weirdest, then you really do have to wonder what the fuck is up with Candy Hill. And finally, Machine City. A dystopic large city with many tall skyscrapers that blanket the sky, overshadowing the miserable city that lies under them.
Now that seems like the weirdest one to me. That seems like the most out of place to have a place where, like, that is specifically said to be the place where cars go to be miserable. And,
right.
Like, but there were evil cars, so there must be some.
It's probably their home zone.
Probably.
This is the bad place to go to when you want to have a miserable time. This is where you go when you want to have a panic attack on purpose.
It is, people in chat are pointing out, it is kind of a Midgar situation, it seems.
I do like Smug Lady saying it's like the Dark Chow Garden.
Machine City. What a worthless
Thank you,
city.
Jill Katz, for the 7-month resub, who says, Machine City. What a worthless city. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. And so that's all of the, like, world areas that you can go to in the sort of, like, story mode of the game. The next section is about planned downloadable content. This section includes DLC that could be bought or downloaded for free from the console's shop. Tracks that can be downloaded or bought from PSN, XBLA, or the Wii U shop. Now hang on!
Wait!
Hang on a second!
Wait! What?
Hang on a second.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't going to release for Xbox or Wii U.
This was going to release for PS4, PS3, Microsoft Windows. And allegedly also, the PS2. Granted, they did say the PS2 wouldn't include DLC, but...
I wonder if their source for this, this wiki article is based on, like, half-true leaks and stuff like that. Like, some jackass just said, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be on Xbox Live, and it never was.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling that, like, chunks of this are based on, like, official documentation, and then some of this is just based on, like, hearsay or popular rumors, which is, like, you know, it's unfortunate that it's not quite as, like, official as we want it to be, but I suppose nothing ever is when it comes to, like, lost media like this. It's inevitable. And also, I suppose, like, in the context of something like this, exploring the rumors and hearsay is in itself valuable, so...
Yeah.
Shame, it would have been the Wii U's killer app. It would have been the thing that would have saved it. The Grand Prix package, $4.99. This pack includes 4 tracks based off of real-world Grand Prix circuits. Silverstone National Circuit, UK. Suzuka International Circuit, JPN. Watkins Glen, USA. And Monza Autodrome, ITA.
No one knows where ITA is.
They're not allowed to tell me. I guess I can Google it. It's in Montreal, I guess. Well, good to know.
Oh, wow. That is good to know.
Tron Legacy Package. 99 cents. This pack includes... Go ahead.
When did that movie come out? 2011?
Let's see. I'm not sure. 2010.
2010. So this was
4 years into this game's development.
Yes. This game was set to apparently started in 2003. So anyone, assumedly before the first road trip adventure game was even made. But then at some point, I guess like in 2010, they made the deal to have Tron Legacy stuff, and then just like 4 years later, whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
We might as well keep it in.
Might as well.
This pack includes 1 track based off of the Tron Legacy movie. 1. Tron City Tour. That's it.
Does sound cool.
It does sound pretty cool. It has a very striking visual style, so, I mean, very interesting. Would have been very cool to experience that. Sonic the Hedgehog package, $4.99. This pack includes 4 tracks based off the Sonic the Hedgehog video game franchise. Crisis City Circuit, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. So, like... just like the bombed out fucking Hell City? The one that what's on fire?
Hey, it would make a good racing track.
I finally found him. The Iblis stick shift. Seaside Hill test track from Sonic Heroes. Rooftop Rush from Sonic Unleashed. Not even adding, like, track or tour, just this is the entirety of Rooftop Rush from Sonic Unleashed.
Just the whole, yeah, that would be a good idea if they just ported the Sonic the Hedgehog maps and you just had to drive on them.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, people in chat are bringing up a good point. Fucking Crisis City, one of the famous Sonic lines is, "Whoa, that tornado's carrying a car!"
That is quite true!
And Station Square Tour, Sonic Adventure 2.
Station Square was in Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know a lot about
whatever.
the Sonic Adventure games, but I do know that. God. Whoa, that tornado's carrying a Road Trip Adventure 2 car. City Streets package, $7.99. This pack includes 8 tracks based off of real cities. There's London, UK, Chicago, United States, Tokyo, Japan, Sydney, Australia, Côte d'Azur, Monaco, Paris, France, Dubai from the United Arab Emirates, and Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Interesting. Just sort of like, instead of being like, oh, like here's real life, like racetracks. What if we just did like street races on like real life cities? That's actually really interesting. I do like when racing games do explore things like that. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
Zoa Bob in chat asks, do you think Pui Pui Mole Cars are in this universe? No, unfortunately. Pui Pui Mole Car came out long after this game was cancelled, so...
Also, the world of Road Trip Adventure does not have any people, and people exist in Pui Pui Mole Car.
Yeah, they're the ones what drive the cars, and also they're like funny little guys, and I think they're funny. And now I'm just thinking about Mole Car. Oh, Mole Car.
Oh,
Mole Car, my beloved. What a good series.
What
Y'all gotta
great,
check out Mole
great...
Car if you haven't, it's good. Monument package? This pack includes 7 rural tracks from real countries. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm noticing some things on this list. So let's start off, first of all, Monument, even though it's just about like rural areas. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can, I think that might be like a advertising sort of touch up, kind of like you don't want like the rural package or the dirt road package. You want to spice it up. You want to make it a little bit more interesting. Like,
right.
So Monument is like us. It's a real location in the world.
That makes sense. Yeah. Shanghai Omai in chat mentions like it's more like a natural wonders package.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably just like a more like snappy way of trying to like express that, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the Hong Kong Mountain Road from China. We've got Osaka, Japan. Thank you, Tula Rose, for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Let's see what that sub message is.
I am always delighted whenever you stream. I came late, so I don't know what's happening, but I'm down for it anyways.
Oh, we're taking a deep dive into Road Trip Adventure 2, an unreleased spiritual sequel to a Choro-Q game, Road Trip Adventure. And there's quite a lot of interesting information that we're going through so far.
We're learning so much.
Like, we're learning so much about their DLC plans. They had, like, so many ambitious plans to monetize this. Death Valley National Park, USA. Tuscany, Italy. Stonehenge, United Kingdom, which I suppose is, like, an actual monument.
Yeah.
Nile River, Egypt, which is, you could argue, a natural monument. Now, I'm noticing the last one on the list is Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver is a type of natural monument.
I wouldn't describe Vancouver as rural.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's not the word I would
use. It is certifiably not very rural. Neither is Osaka, Japan.
Yeah! It's also true! I also like the implication that it's not anywhere specific in Vancouver. You're driving around the entirety of Vancouver. This is like a multi-hour-long race course. And it's yours for $7.49. Or it would have been if this game was released.
What a steal.
Universe package. $2.99. No sort of flavor text about what this would have been, but I suppose we can sort of guess based on what these courses are. We've got Crater Pass, Moon, Red Canyon, Mars, and Spacewalk, ISS.
That's pretty cool. I would like to drive around in space or drive on Mars.
Yeah, like, conceptually, this is a really cool idea of, like, okay, well, we want to, like, make some, like, wackier courses for this game, so, like, let's make some, like, fucking space ones. That's dope. I'm way into that. I do like the implication that, A, Cars built the International Space Station, and that, B, they would still describe it as a space walk, even though they don't have feet, they have wheels that drive.
It's a space drive, if anything.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's like sake of naming convention for you, the player.
Mm-hmm.
Soup Wizard with the 3-month resub.
Cars can be used for transportation.
That's technically correct. Thank you for the 3 months of support. I really appreciate that. We've got the Grand Prix Deluxe package for $6.99. Daytona International Speedway USA. No difficulty, short length, dynamic time of day, dynamic weather, 10 laps, theme is racetrack, terrain asphalt, and the courtesy car you get is the 1989 NASCAR Chevrolet.
Oh, wow.
Interesting how this deluxe package has a lot more, like, granular information about, like, what the courses are like.
I guess so. I guess I would only assume it's because this one has, like, actual cars in it, so maybe, I don't know. Because it would make sense to be driving, like, a NASCAR car for a Daytona Speedway kind of level.
Yeah. Brands Hatch United Kingdom. No difficulty, short length, dynamic time of day, dynamic weather, 4 laps, theme is racetrack again, it's asphalt, and your rent-a-car is the 2002 Nissan Skyline GTR. Nürburgring National Circuit, Germany. I'm not so good at the German words. I hope I got that right. Again, no difficulty. Medium length this time. Dynamic, time and weather again. Only 3 laps, though. Racetrack on asphalt. And your rent-a-car is the BMW M5. Le Mans Circuit de la Sarthe in France, which is not Le Mans Circuit de la Sarthe, as funny as that would be. Unfortunately, French is never funny unless you make it funny.
It's true.
Dynamic time of day, very long length, and dynamic weather. Only 1 lap, though. Interesting. It's like,
a Wario Mountain kind of
Exactly!
situation.
Mount Wario, a racetrack
Mount
and a
Wario. Command,
but here, in Road Trip Adventure 2.
Ah, fuck. Don't say that when I'm drinking. Ow.
I'm so sorry, Mike. Themes racetrack, we got asphalt again, and your rent-a-car is the Toyota GT1. Suzuka Circuit, Japan. Medium length, dynamic day and weather, 5 laps, asphalt racetrack, Nissan GTR rent-a-car. I'm noticing a reoccurring trend where all of these just have, like, dynamic time and weather sort of thing. So maybe I'll just skip
Most of them
over-
do.
I'll probably just skip over that for the sake of brevity unless they, like,
Yeah.
change it up. Silverstone International Circuit, United Kingdom. Long length, 3 laps, asphalt racetrack, and your rent-a-car is the Aston Martin DB9. I don't know so much about cars. I'm assuming the DB stands for Dragon Ball.
I can only hope.
Please, I'm begging you, Goku.
This one has 9 Dragon Balls.
Oh. That's more than usual, I think. There's only 7, right?
It is. Yes, there are only 7. So
Not
this,
anymore.
this Aston Martin is a deluxe pack. Comes with 2 more Dragon Balls than you usually get.
Mandatory bonus balls just for you here at Road Trip Adventure 2. Or at least it would be if it wasn't cancelled. Brno, Czech Republic. Medium length, 3 laps, an asphalt racetrack, and your rent-a-car is the 1992 Dodge Viper.
Ah, what a car.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna look that up right now and see. Let's look at picture of the Dodge Viper.
Dodge Viper was like the coolest possible car to American, like 10-year-old Americans back in like the early aughts.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime you asked, like in elementary school, anytime you asked like someone their favorite car, it was always like the Dodge Viper or something like that. That thing was like
Right.
all the rage back then.
That's like one
specifically
of the
among children.
That was like one of the only cars I had heard of and like remembered the name of as a kid, so that's the one I thought of as well. This one has a human in it, so this is doctored.
It's not real.
Original RTA package, free. All the tracks from the first RTA brought back in high definition.
How nice.
That's really charming. Oh. Peach Raceway in Peach Town. Peaceful difficulty, which is a very fun way of describing that. Short, 6 laps during the day, and sunny. And your courtesy car is the Audi TTRS. Fuji Temple Raceway, Fuji City. Easy, medium length, 3 laps, sunset, partly cloudy weather, and your rent-a-car is the Honda Odyssey. Night Castle Raceway Sandopolis. Medium difficulty and length, 3 laps, it's at night, mostly cloudy, and your rent-a-car is the 1988 Chevrolet Corvette C4. Thank you, Kyrop Terror, for the 10-month resub. I can't wait to see how the TTS pronounces this.
Road Triumph. Ruad Triumph.
Road Triumph. Ruad Triumph. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Some folks are saying that Sandopolis is a Sonic level. You are right, but I believe that Sandopolis was also just the name of a place in Road Trip Adventure.
It was actually Sandpolis in Road Trip Adventure. You feel like it should be Sandopolis because Sandopolis rolls off the tongue better, but no, it's Sandpolis.
So they just spelled it wrong.
Yeah, they just spelled it wrong.
Odd Owl with the raid, and the raid message of divorce. I'm very sorry to hear that. Get better soon. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream today. We're checking out Road Trip Adventure 2. Oval Raceway, Mushroom Road. This one's an easy difficulty, short length, but 7 laps. Takes place in midday, mostly cloudy, and your courtesy car is the Alfa Romeo Brera. River Raceway, Mushroom Road. Medium difficulty, pretty long, but only 3 laps. Sunset, mostly cloudy, and your rent-a-car is the Aston Martin DB5. I think I've heard that name before, but I don't know what it is. So I think
it has fewer Dragon Balls. It's less valuable than
disappointing.
The last one.
Get your shit together, Road Trip Adventure 2. Come on. Steph Wolf, giving a gift sub out to Sentient Moss. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm sure they do too. Ice Mountain Circuit, White Mountain. Hard difficulty, long length, 3 laps. Takes place at night with the Aurora Borealis.
Wow.
Courtesy car is the Toyota 4Runner. Hey, Car Orson Welles.
The French
just...
motor oil have always been celebrated for its excellence.
I'm going to reread this one for your sake, Mike.
I have your stream up, I'm reading it.
French excellence.
The French
like the best French
motor oil has always been celebrated for its excellence. It's Californian motor oil by Carl Mason and inspired by that same French excellence. Refined in the bottle of like the best French oil. It's vintage dated.
Aurora Borealis.
I'm imagining like an Orson Welles car, and it's like a really pleasing image.
And thank you, Lesbianist, for the 5-month resub, and Pyromatic Feline for the 5-month resub. I appreciate both of that. Both of that? Both of those.
Feed.
Thank you so much. Sun Beach Raceway, Papaya Island. Hard difficulty, long length, 2 laps. Time of day, sunny weather. And your rent-a-car is the Ford Transit Supervan. Tin Raceway, Cloud Hill. Hard difficulty, long and symmetrical length? That's an odd specification.
That's a very odd specification.
Yeah. Especially since they didn't say that for the NASCAR one, which is, an oval.
Yeah.
3 laps, at night, weather is cloudy. Endurance Run. Difficulty very hard. Length medium, 10 laps. Dynamic time of day, but sunny weather. Vehicles. Cars that can be downloaded or bought from PSN, XBLA, or the Wii U shop.
God knows how you'll get them, but you can.
Great place to get cars for you. RTA 2 Time Saver for $10. Unlocks and buys all cars available in the game, including DLC cars you have bought and downloaded.
That's an interesting business strategy.
I know a lot of games nowadays, especially, will do like DLC packs where it's just like, okay, if you want like a bunch of the collectibles, or if you want like all the map locations for them, here you go. Give us your money, we'll give them to you. Which is interesting in like a lot of ways, both from the perspective of like, well, for the sake of convenience, I suppose it's fair to like charge an extra bit for that, but also like if your game is so much of a slog that people want to pay for that, it's like, maybe you should reconsider some of your design? Maybe.
Well, we'll never know.
We'll never get to know the specifics of this game, though, unfortunately. Trackmania Vehicle Pack, $10. This pack includes 9 cars based off the Trackmania video game franchise. You ever played a Trackmania, Mike?
I don't think so.
They're a lot of fun.
I've seen a Trackmania. They do look fun.
I haven't played too much of them, but I think they're a real neat time. You can do some, like, wicked wild stunts and shit in those ones.
Yes, that much I know.
You got Island Car, Coast Car, Bay Car, Desert Car, Snow Car, Rally Car, Stadium Car, Canyon Car, Valley Car.
All my favorite cars and more.
The famous cars of Trackmania, and all of them are here for you to select, or else. Thank you, Galactic Pal, for the 7-month resub. I really appreciate that. Road.
Road.
Ferrari Forever $5.99. This pack includes 6 cars built by Ferrari. 72 Ferrari Dyno 246 GT, or maybe Dino? I don't know. I assume it's
It could be Dino, but I like calling the car Dino.
I do like also calling it Dino. That just makes me think it's a Dinosaurus.
Yeah.
78 Ferrari BB512. Post your BBs in chat if you got them. 84 Ferrari GTO, which stands for Get the Out. 87 Ferrari F40. 95 Ferrari F50. And the 2014 Ferrari LaFerrari.
I'm sure that's real, but that doesn't sound like a real car.
That sounds like a fake car.
That does sound like a joke car.
That sounds like a car the Joker would drive. Thank you, huge candy squids, for the 8-month resub. I really appreciate that. Lamborghini Unchained.
Ooh, dangerous name.
This pack includes 6 cars built by Lamborghini. I do really like the sort of like cute little names they're applying to these, like, you know, Ferrari Forever, Lamborghini Unchained,
Yeah.
Porsche Medley. That's a neat little naming convention. This game looks like it would have had a lot of charm. 66 Lamborghini Miura, 74 Lamborghini Countach, 81 Lamborghini Yalpa, the 90 Lamborghini Diablo, the 91 Lamborghini Diablo 2, and the 2021 Lamborghini Diablo 2 Remake. The 12 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, and the 13 Lamborghini Viveno. Porsche Medley. Hang on. Honey Nut Quirios in chat says this is the whole stream. Oh no. Oh, we have gameplay to show off. We'll get to that eventually.
Eventually.
But I think it's important to cover all of this just because, like, the gameplay we're going to be showing off doesn't, cover everything here, unfortunately. So, like, I feel like it's really important to, like, share the context of all of this. Porsche Medley, $5.99. The 73 Porsche 911 Carrera RS, the 82 Porsche 911 Turbo Slant Nose. Thank you, Pochiaki, for the 100 bits.
Here in my Gari AIOTA AAAAAGEIOTA just bought this new Lamborghini here, fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills, but you know what I like a lot more than knowledge.
Thank you so much, I appreciate that. The 85 Porsche 959, the 94 Porsche 994, the 06 Porsche 997, and the 2014 Porsche 918. Cars! There are approximately 130 different cars to be shown in the game. The list is too big, so I'll only show 50.
Here in my garage.
We'll never know. We'll never know the rest of them.
The rest of these cars have been lost to time forever for the sake of brevity. The Ford Mustang, the Chevrolet Corvette C2, the Dodge Charger, the Nissan Altima, the Volkswagen Beetle, BMW Mini Cooper, the Ford Ka, the Ford Focus, the Chevrolet Corvette, the Ford Focus ST, the Chevrolet 10 Volt, the Tesla Roadster Sport, the Toyota Celica, the Toyota GT86, the Mazda Miata, the Chevrolet Camaro SS, the Ford Mustang 03, Toyota 99 Supra, the Nissan Skyline R34, the Nissan Skyline 2000 GT, the Toyota Celica, the Lamborghini Ursus concept car, the Dodge Viper, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. That sounds like a name you'd give to a fake car, but I think it might be real.
Yeah.
Ferrari 99 F50, the Ferrari 71 Dyno 347, the Chevrolet Corvette C6, the Nissan GTR, the Shelby Cobra 427, Ford Mustang Boss, the Dodge Viper SRT8, the Toyota FT1, the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. That sounds like the name of a gun, frankly.
Yeah, it does.
I'm scared of this car. This car's gonna open up its front trunk and like a Gatling gun comes out. The AMG stands for automatic machine gun, I guess. I need a drink of water. Lamborghini Gallardo, the Aston Martin DB9 Volante, the Aston Martin DB5, the Audi R8, Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Z06, the Ford GT, the Ford GT40, the Dodge Viper GTS, the Mazda RX-7, the Lamborghini Diablo SV, the Aston Martin Vanquish, and the Celino 5S7, and a lot of redacted cars that we're not allowed to show you or talk about.
80 cars we'll never see.
Purged from this timeline, gone forever, burning in hell where we can never see them. It's fine. It's fine? Don't worry about it. Game GFX. Let me turn up this background music a little bit. This song's a bit quiet. There we go. Game GFX. Game Graphic Effects. Motion blur. When a camera goes fast enough, corners on the screen become blurry. Variable factors.
That's such a great description of motion blur. Like that's like a 12-year-old is asked what to describe motion blur and they have to figure out an answer.
Oh. Shutter speed. The amount of blurriness in the corners. 0 equals accumulated blur, and 10 equals a lot of blur. Speed sensitivity. At what speed should the blurriness be at full effect? 0.1 equals motion blur at 10 miles per hour? Oh god!
Oh god, it's happening! You turn the car on and your screen immediately becomes unreadable.
That's like when you stand up and you suddenly feel dizzy like you're about to pass out, but for cars.
You like lightly press the accelerator pedal, like, oh god, it's too much. Oh, I can't do it.
That's enough driving for today.
And at 10, motion blur at 100 miles per hour.
Like another thing that seems to elucidate the development process of this game, if they had all the post-processing effects and the options
hang on a sec,
for
we
it
gotta
figured out,
take
That is a job restoring vintage cars for fancy car shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've always been around them growing up. So every time you guys read an old car name, I'm like, oh hey, I know that car. Oh hey, I know that car. Oh hey, I know that.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Sorry, what were you saying, Mike?
it's just like if you all this work to figuring out like the post-processing effects and like the level of customizability, that's like really putting the cart before the horse. Like I think you need a game before you figure out your post-processing options.
You'd think like the sort of like graphics optimization would be like what you do like more towards like the middle to end of the project, so you can focus on like the structure of it, which is again we're putting a lot of the pieces together here as to why this game never made it out the starting line, if you'll forgive the racing pun. And thank you, King Dente, for the brand new sub. I appreciate that. Horizontal depth of field. Sights in the distance are very blurry. I think that's just called being farsighted.
I think so too, yeah.
The cars need glasses for this one. Vignette can be changed in the options. Okay, but what is it though? Variable factors. Opacity. 0 means clear and 1 means obviously visible.
For the vignette.
But what is the fucking vignette?
It's like a blood splatter when you take damage in a Call of Duty game.
What
it's
is
visible. It's obviously visible at all times.
Oil splatter then? Like
No, it's blood.
To another car and like transmission fluid floods into
No,
you?
it's real blood. It's real blood. Don't worry about it.
The cars are full of meat! Fucking awesome!
They're made of meat.
Oh, deep down we know they've always been made of meat. Bloom. The simulation of the color sensitivity to the human eye. Variable factors. Intensity. The intensity and brightness of bloom. 0 means barely any bloom, and 10 means a lot of bloom. Any further values may result in unstable bloom. Color saturation. The amount of exaggerated color in bloom. 0 means the bloom is purely white, and 10 means the bloom has brighter colors than the bloomed color itself. High dynamic range.
Wow.
The simulation of the sun's sensitivity to the human eye. Hang on, I see a highlighted message in chat from Big Time Sunshine. Holly, do you think the cars in Disney's Pixar's cars are made of flesh or metal? You may say metal, but the cars have tongues a piece of flesh. Oh, they're very clearly made of meat as well. Although, it might, be like a
I don't know if we're ready
situation.
for the answer.
It might be like a bionicle situation where they're like, biomechanical. They're both.
Oh god. Do Bionicles have tongues?
Yeah. Well,
That's fucked.
some of them do. Not all
They
of
don't
them
even.
do.
They don't really have mouths.
They eat. Allegedly. They eat in lore.
They have a slot to shove a mask into.
Right.
Do they put food in there?
They sure do.
Oh god, this is an entirely different stream. I'm sorry. We need to keep reading about cars. I can't think about this for too long.
If we think more about Bionicle, this is accidentally going to become the Bionicle lore stream, and that's not what we're here for today.
God.
Anyways, high dynamic range. When the eye is in a darker place with very dark colors, it will appear black as the eye will adjust to that setting. When the eye is exposed to a brighter place, everything will be very bright for some seconds before the eye adjusts to that setting again. Color correction / dynamic colors. The simulation of mood and emotion to the human eye.
Yeah, that's what color correction is, all right.
Me, when I, look at my friend who's, seething mad, and it's like, time to up my color correction.
Hey, the game looks great. Can we make the game? Can we make it look sadder? Yeah. Change the colors. Just change the colors around. Make it look sadder.
Great work so far, team. So in this area, we want everyone to have seething depression. So we're gonna need to set the saturation in the sepia.
Variable factors. Saturation. Set to 0, it means it's completely black and white. Set to 1, there is full color. Any further numbers will result in brighter, cartoonish colors. I have to wonder if this is from the perspective of, would this be in, the in-game options, or was this, debug features for when they were working on it?
I feel like the implication is that it's options that you can change on the fly, which is very interesting. Although I guess, newer, Gran Turismo games do have a lot of, visual options that can be configured, because the whole point of the game is just driving and looking at cars, so you have a lot of dedicated options to making it look nice and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. Very bold. I don't know. Sorry, I just read the next line, and it's really...
Oh, I'm very excited to see that. But yeah, it's interesting having, a game with such, granular sort of, control over, color and visual settings when that's, not even really, a central part of the game. It's just something that you can do.
Very bold for a PS4 game.
Very bold for a PS4 racing game.
Yeah.
Sepia. The simulation of aging to the human eye.
I don't think that's what sepia is.
I don't think that's quite right. No.
That's
I don't
that's
know
the most
so much.
flummoxing. That is the most flummoxing description of sepia I've ever seen.
I don't know so much about color theory and color processing and computers and stuff like that, but I have a sneaking suspicion that's not quite right.
Not an expert. I'm pretty sure sepia just means it's just brown.
Right.
Yeah.
Set it to 0 and there will be no sepia, but set it to 1. There is full sepia. GameSlayer 13 asking, wasn't this a PS3 game with a PSV port? It was originally going to be a PS3 game, and then, they weren't able to release it, on time for the PS3, and then they got, PS4 dev kits, and decided they were going to do it for that instead.
Classic game situation.
Mm-hmm. Gamma! Funny enough, my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character. The combination of brightness and contrast. Set it to -1, there is negative gamma. That's what happens at the end of Gamma's story. Set it to +1, there is positive gamma. That's my Sonic Adventure joke for the day I've never actually played the game. I just like the robot.
It's a good robot.
Mm-hmm. Game mechanics. Full damage system. When a car is damaged, that usually affects the performance of the vehicle. The science of damage has been simulated into the car.
The science of damage. What are you getting your master's in? Oh, damage, doing my master's thesis is on a new type of damage that no one has seen before.
We're calling it blunder damage. If I tell you more, then I'm breaking my NDA. I love the fucking way way this is worded, it gives me like a mental image of like a mix between like fucking Black Mesa and the Incredible the Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tire damage and wear. When a car lands on its wheels too hard and from a great height, that can screw up the suspension system, eventually causing that damage, or causing that vehicle to lose wheels. Tires may wear off faster after long hours of driving, or if you drift way too much.
That's such a funny way of putting that. Like, the suspension system can get screwed up. If you keep screwing up the suspension system, eventually your car is going to lose wheels.
They're just going to give up and take off.
That's like saying, if you keep breaking your bones too much, you will die.
If you keep breaking your bones too much, you will lose skin.
You will lose all of your skin.
You will lose organ. It will leave. It will break. Fuel consumption. Your car will lose fuel after long hours of driving. Based on what engine your car has, it may waste more fuel faster. It can also consume fuel by injecting nitrous, driving underwater, or exerting too much energy when your tires wear out.
That's a pretty cool system.
Mm-hmm. Why is Anka on the side there? Don't ask questions you're not prepared to hear the answer to. Engine damage. The car will stop functioning properly or explode if the car is hit head-on too hard.
My dyslexia kicked in like during that line, and I thought it said it will explode if the car is hit on the head too hard.
That's how I interpreted it too.
You bop your car too hard on the head and it just blows up.
Bonk bonk. It may also cause fuel to be consumed faster thanks to oil leaks.
Oh no.
They put so much like time and energy into like ways your races can go wrong.
Yeah.
My god.
It's like a burnout game more than a road trip adventure game.
Literally, like they have inspiration from Choro Q, they have inspiration from Disney's Cars, from real life racetracks, from like Burnout, from Grand Theft Auto in some ways it sounds like.
Wearing its inspirations on its sleeve.
I have to respect that, honestly, I really do. Light damage. Like a lot of game development in a lot of ways is basically just like looking at like ideas that other games and developers have put together and thinking to yourself, that's interesting. What if I apply that to a different setting, or what if I like engage with that in a different way with my own spin on it?
What if I did that but different?
Right, exactly. And that's how we iterate on things and get like new ideas.
That is how all art is made.
Literally though. And it's a big part of why I think that like patents on like game mechanics or like a lot of art related things are just like a hawk of shit, but that's a topic of discussion for another day. We're here to talk about Road Trip Adventure 2.
We're here to talk about light damage.
We're here to talk about light damage. Sorry, I needed a bit of water for a sec. The car's head and tail lights will stop working if the car is hit directly towards the lamps too hard, causing the lights to not work anymore.
Oh man. Dynamic system.
Something about the way they use the word lamps there just seems strange to me for some reason.
Funny types
It is
of
technically
lamps.
Thank you, Velamini, for the 3-month resub. Bringing up our next segment. Funny types of death.
Love that. Love seeing any article that has that in it.
When your car is destroyed after terminal damage, falls out of bounds, or is eliminated from a knockout race, your car may do these things. Just for the laugh of it.
Just for fun.
It's just a laugh, mate. Come on. Number 1. Explode. The car will explode with bits such as the wheels, engine, seats, etc. that fly everywhere. Number 2. Get banned. The car will immediately disappear with a text showing "Banned for years," fooling the player into thinking they got banned for eternity.
That's like an add-on you'd have in a dark RP server, not something you'd have in Road Trip Adventure.
This is like the developers it's very bold of them to be taking, you know, influence from, like, Disney's Cars, from Choro Q, from Burnout, as we said, and now taking inspiration from Go Animate videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's wild!
If you come in last place, you get grounded.
No. What? Nada. Number 3. Food. The car will turn into a large pile of food. Bananas, hamburgers, or cupcakes that will be thrown at the same speed the car was going when it died. Literally just like snapping your fingers and all the materials become different things and go flying.
Oh my god. Just imagining a pile, like a car, like spontaneously turning into a pile of food that is like launched at the same velocity that the car was going.
Of all the things that are in this fucking design doc, this above all else is the thing that I desperately want to see someone make into like a proof of concept somehow. Number 4. Magic?
Magic?
The car will poof into thin air, leaving nothing but a smoke cloud. Compared to the other ones we've seen so far, that one's a bit of a stinker, but you know, they can't all be winners.
Yeah.
It's a good sort of like pastiche of classic cartoon goofs, so, you know.
I would prefer it if your car like turned into a frog or something.
Yeah, or like, you know, started getting so mad about losing that it was casting spells all over the floor, but, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
You take what you can get, I suppose. Number 5. Rapture. The car will turn into a transparent ghost with wings that will levitate slowly into the air.
Man, don't you hate it when you're having a good race and then the Christian rapture occurs and like a third of the cars in the race just suddenly get whisked away?
It fucking sucks when I'm like doing Mario Kart and I'm like on great pace. I'm beating the staff ghost. I'm about to get like my own personal record. On fucking
a text appears over the screen that says Yoshi is going to heaven.
Yeah! Like the biblical end of the world happens and orange Yoshi is immediately sent towards the afterlife. And it's just kind of like, fuck, what am I supposed to do now? I don't do this a lot because I feel bad, like, specifically asking for people to do things, but if anyone is looking for, like, a fan art request, Yoshi is going to heaven. There you go. Number 6. Shrink. The car shrinks until nothing else can see it.
Till nothing else can see it.
Nothing else can see it. Duotone! With the 8-month resub!
Yoshi is going to heaven.
Yoshi is going to heaven. Thank you so much. Number 7, dissolve. The car turns completely black as it floats and fades away.
Now that's pretty good.
Like when you hit something with the energy balls from Half-Life 2.
that is kind of what it is describing. That's exactly what it's describing. It's describing getting hit with the fucking alt fire on the rifle.
The more and more I read about this, the more and more I think this entire game could be represented with a very in-depth Gmod custom game mode.
Yeah, this originally was just like an S-Car mod.
Someone's Dark RP server plans got way out of hand, and so they got into contact with Sony.
Oh, man.
I need to drink some water. Hang on a sec. Different types of racing starts. There are multiple ways a race can be started. Rolling start. Rolling start! All cars will already be moving at a low speed by the time they cross the starting line. The race will begin. Sharko Roblardo!
Bird.
Enjoy your 9-month bird. Thank you so much. I appreciate that continued support. False start check enabled. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Shanghai Omai, for the $15 tip.
You're laughing. A car got turned into poop because you're laughing.
I am! And I'm tired of pretending it's not fucking hilarious.
It is very funny.
I'm feeling so much like the Joker when I think about cars turning into fruit. False start check enabled. All cars will be free to move by the controller's will. If one was not holding on the brake and instead held onto the gas before the race officially begins,
they will receive a penalty.
Velvetopia says they're becoming the Joker watching this stream. Good.
Good.
That's the intent. Standing. All cars will be standing with handbrakes automatically held on until the race starts.
I'm just imagining them like kind of propped up on their rear bumper, just facing up into the air as if they're looking up. That's what a standing car looks like.
It's like that one fighting game where you can just play as a car and punch with the tires and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, game modes. Single player. Classic race. You and 27 other computer-controlled vehicles will race like normally, around a track for 1 to 20 laps, based on user decision. Elimination. The 7 last players to cross the finish line will be eliminated. Try your best not to be eliminated, and hold it off for 3 laps to get to the top 7.
Ooh.
Oh, god damn it, I'm disappointed. I misread this as Beetle Race, and I got really excited for a second. It's just Battle Race. That's disappointing.
Damn it.
What fucking game dev making a racing game will be brave enough to give us the Beetle Racing mode? I can't tell you what it means. That's your job, I'm sorry.
You have to figure it out.
Battle Race. 28 racers. I couldn't read that for some reason. It took me a second. Race 5 laps around a track, armed with power-ups and weapons. So like a Mario Kart Twisted Metal sort of thing, I take it then?
I guess so. I would really like it if in Twisted Metal you had 3 balloons that you had to pop.
Honestly, though, that would make me so happy, the clown. I've never actually played a Twisted Metal, I just know there's a clown in it, and...
Yeah, that's I think all anyone knows about Twisted Metal.
Yeah. I had a friend in elementary school, which is like, grades 1 through 6 for the non-Canadians in the crowd, who really, really liked Twisted Metal, and he probably shouldn't have because we were too young for it, but whatever.
Yes.
And, like, he was the kid that was really into Twisted Metal, and I was the kid that was really into, like, Mario and Pokemon and stuff. So, like, we would just take turns being like, okay, I'm gonna tell you all about a Super Mario thing today, and tomorrow you can tell me all about a Twisted Metal thing, sort of thing. It was
That's
a wonderful friendship, but I remember none of it.
Oh.
Battle Elimination. A sudden death mode of Battle Race. Once you are out,
You stay out.
Cars can and will die.
this is the first ever game to have Cars Permadeath. Cars Permadeath is the name of the next Disney's Cars movie. Don't tell anyone I told you that. I'll get arrested. Endurance race. Racing with 31 other racers for a set amount of time, 5 to 15 minutes. Whoever crosses the finish line first wins. When time runs out, will be the winner. Oh, I misread that. Whoever crosses the finish line first when time runs out will be the winner.
Interesting. That's a very strict condition for winning.
Would the strat for that then not be do 1 lap, sit right in front of the end zone?
And wait for the timer to run out and just pop over? Like,
Yeah.
Now, it would be funny if 31 people were all trying to do that same thing.
Right.
So you all do 1 lap, stop at the finish line, and just like sit and huddle and like bump into each other for 15 minutes,
There's like a 30...
waiting for the time to run out so you can jump ahead like 5 feet.
It's like a 31 car pileup, but instead of it being like a travesty and like a horrific loss of human life, it's more akin to like too many puppies trying to get to their mom to get a drink.
That is a very good visual.
I'm very vividly imagining it with like mole cars.
Yeah.
They should just take all of this and make it into a mole car game, honestly.
They should.
Get rid of all the real life cars and just put guinea pigs.
Including getting raptured and dissolving into black smoke.
Yes. Absolutely. Time trial. A race against the clock. You must beat a track with a set amount of time to win that race. You have 3 laps to do so. Hey, Bart Zaku! With the 9-month resub.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you for the continued support. I appreciate that. Hot lap! Get your hot lap here! A 3-lap race against multiple racers competing for the fastest time around a track. So it's like... So it's just like multiplayer time trial then, I guess.
Yeah, I would assume.
Interesting. You have... Oh, overtake. You have 5 laps to overtake as much vehicles as possible. Person with the
That's
most
a good
overtakes
sentence.
Wins? That's worded so strangely.
You have 5 laps to overtake as much vehicles as possible.
Yeah, when you just say it out loud like that, it's really goofy.
And that I guess, like, okay, I guess, like, that makes sense if, like, the cars are going a consistent, like, there's, like, AI cars that are going a consistent speed and you're just trying to, like, outpace them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dummy cars in F-Zero. Like, that
Right,
makes
yeah,
sense.
I guess that makes sense then. It would be really fucking difficult with, like, other human players.
Yes, I don't think that would work with this is single-player game, so.
Oh, this is just single-player stuff. I just realized. I thought this was all, like, multiplayer stuff for some reason. I completely forgot.
That's in the party section.
Heelys Feelies with a $3
4 years
tip.
ago, a YouTuber at a convention gave me Twisted Metal PS1 for free at a panel.
Oh, cool.
That would be cool if it
Cool.
wasn't Projad.
Oh, never mind. It was
Cool.
Pro Jared.
Cool.
You have the world's most fetid copy of Twisted Metal, and you can burn it as you please because it is a hazard. Thank you for the tip, though. I appreciate it. Where was I? Demolition Derby, a battle in an arena. You have a set amount of time, 3 to 10 minutes, to destroy as many cars as possible. Checkpoint race. You have 10 seconds to get to a checkpoint. Passing a checkpoint gives you 5 more seconds. Complete at least 1 lap around a track before time runs out to win. That sounds neat, actually.
Yeah.
I like when race games do stuff like that. There was, like... Mario Kart DS had the, like, mission mode. It had a couple races that were like that. I liked those ones.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mario Kart DS in general was real fucking good.
It was a good game.
I wish they'd bring back the mission mode in, like, a future Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
Duel. A winner-takes-all boss race between 2 vehicles set on an 8-mile point-to-point route. The rival car is also trying to destroy you using power-ups. You must cross the finish line first, or destroy the rival car to win.
I guess it's just like boss races and Diddy Kong Racing. That's all I can draw a comparison to.
Sort of, yeah. I never actually played a lot of Diddy Kong Racing. I played a little bit of it at, like, my neighbor's house when I was taking care of their dog once. I couldn't understand how to play the game, and I got mad because I couldn't just, like, enter the races like Mario Kart, so I screamed and ripped it out of the console.
It's all I got that could laugh warms my heart. Keeps
classic.
cheering me up. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you, Tiggy Doodler, for the 300 bits. I appreciate that. Stunts. A minigame set in an arena with a lot of stunt props. You must get the most points by pulling out stunts from ramps, loops, taking damage, drifting, etc.
I don't think taking damage is a stunt.
It could be, if you make it
Hey.
cool.
You, like, drive headfirst into a wall and, like, total your vehicle and you get, like, it's like, nice!
If I set myself on fire in the middle of a crowded street and run around yelling, I think a lot of people would go, what kind of fucking stunt is she trying to pull?
You'd see a, like, Devil May Cry, combo score thing appearing in your peripheral vision.
Slowly going up and up,
Yeah.
but I need to do more. Kibitz!
How many games does this game have?
Oh, it's just one game. Thank you for the 10-month resub, I appreciate it. Grand Ocean World Rally, a very prestigious endurance race located on the hardest difficulty, or rather locked on the hardest difficulty, including full simulated damage and aggressive opponents. Instead of there being 28 vehicles, there will be 50, yes, 50 opponents competing. The race will span from Blue Hills to the Lost Fjords, which equals to 200 miles of asphalt, dirt, and sand. There will be a checkpoint at each town you pass at. There, you have a chance to rest and change any parts to suit the difficulty of the next section of the track. The rules are you cannot deliberately hit other vehicles, it's not allowed at all. It will disqualify you from the race and you'll have to start over from the last checkpoint. The top 7 racers to cross the finish line first will receive a grand prize.
That one seems like apocrypha. This seems like something that someone just kind of went and added in on a whim.
Yeah, this is very much like either like a fan or like a dev just like spitballing ideas was like, hey, you know what's cool in real life? Dakar Rally. What if we did the Dakar Rally, but in our video game sort of thing?
Yeah!
That might actually be like an interesting conceit for like a racing game. I wonder if anyone's ever tried to do something like that and like actually had a fun end product.
I'd like to see it.
Oh, here we go! Road Trip Chronicles!
Oh!
An alternate counterpart to RTA 2. This is a game mode where you drive sports cars made in the 1960s through 7 eras of racing. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and today. Even though this game was made...
In the 2010s,
in the
yeah.
10s? As you progress through those eras, all cars except for your car will change into the cars made in that era, making it more difficult to win 5th or better.
That's actually a fun little idea. I like that.
Oh, very exciting news from Shanghai Oh My in chat. There was a literal Paris to Dakar rally game. It is a catastrophe.
Oh, great. That makes me happy to hear.
I'm gonna have to, like, look into that and see if that's something I can play, because that sounds awful in, like, a good way. I hope it's the fun kind of awful, at least. Party! Games that can be played with a friends, or an online multiplayer. RTA Bowling. Just like bowling in real life, but the bowling ball is you. Please look forward to, Road Trip Adventure VR, but the bowling AI is you, coming in 2080, when we're all old. We're gonna make it, but you have to make it there with us. That sounded less grim in my head. More points than anyone else in 10 frames to win! What do we mean 10 frames?
I think a frame is like an attempt of.
Oh!
I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I could be spitballing.
I don't actually know like much about the specifics of bowling. I just know.
Yeah, someone in chat,
the
the frames is bowling for turns.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I understand now. I'm learning so much about bowling tonight.
You have to bowl so fast. You have to make a strike in 10 frames or else it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. This game is locked to 60 frames per second, so you have 1/6 of a second. Soccer. Car soccer. There are 2 teams of 8 people. Work together to get a goal at least a set number of times to win. This is just Rocket League.
It is just Rocket League. I do think Rocket League came out after this game would have, so they would have preempted Rocket League.
Interesting.
Could have been the Rocket League destroyer.
Mm-hmm. It could have been Road Trip Adventure 2 was getting bought out by Epic and made free to play on the Epic Store. Also, Rocket League is like 4 to 6 people on the field at once, not 16 people.
Yeah, that would be. Can you imagine Rocket League with that many people? That'd be fucking chaos.
I'm trying to, and it's giving me a migraine just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Capture the flag, and by flag,
We mean a bomb that is imminent to explode.
Why?
you must deliver the bomb to the opposing team's base before time runs out.
Or else the bomb will explode.
Cool.
Awesome.
What? Survival? Hang on. What?
Survival. Diving on a straight and endless highway while avoiding objects being thrown onto the course, and other cars too. Every mile equals 100 points. You must get more points than anyone else to win. That just sounds like another, like, arcadey racing game I've heard of that I wanted to, like, play and stream at some point.
Desert bus without limits.
Fuck, no! It literally is just like Desert Bus, and this game I'm thinking of, what is it called? Distance, that's it.
Oh, Distance. Distance is cool.
Yeah! Imagine that, but it's also fucking Desert Bus!
Like, just throbbing, pulsing, like, techno beats for, like, 15 hours.
Well, yeah, well, you're just going along like an agonizingly straight desert roadway. Drag race. Race in a straight mile-long road. It can allow up to 4 players.
Wow.
This is the most tame of the multiplayer modes so far.
Just drive straight. It's fine.
Sometimes you simply want to drive straight and fast. Infected. There is a cop car that is infected. This really says a lot about our society, I think. If the infected cop car wrecks you, you become infected too. If all players are infected before time runs out, the survivors will lose and the infected will win, and vice versa. Puzzle Gaming Nerd in chat says, I don't want to do anything straight. You and me both, bud. Slalom. Checkpoints are scattered all across the track. Drive through all of them to win. I do really like Lux Levi in chat just going, yo, this game is police brutality!
Love it.
Road Trip Adventure 2 really did say that all cops are bastards, though. My god.
Someone in chat, Internet Slug, all cops are blighted.
God. Racing Line. Did I read Slalom? I think I did, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, Racing Line. Driving on the track line, or the racing line, gives you 10 points a second. You have 1 lap to get as many points as possible. I assume the racing line is like, how in some games there'll be like a line that's like, oh, this is like a suggested course you could take, like if you like go this way and drift that way sort of thing. I've seen that in like, Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's like that.
You get pulled over and they make you take a breathalyzer test and they're like, all right, now drive on this line for 1 lap. You need to get this many points for me to not give you a ticket.
And you better get a ×3 multiplier or you're a dead motherfucker. Online. These ones, I guess, are exclusive to Online Battle. Team Race. A race that includes 4 teams of 7 players. You get points based on your final race position. The better your position, the larger quantity of points they are. Or the larger quantity the points are. Wait! Quainity!
Would
Quainty.
just like to note it's been 2 hours and we're not halfway through.
Thank you, good idea, BB, for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, I may have to power through some of this a little faster, just for the sake of time. I do other things I have to do tonight.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down. There's a lot of just lists of cars and stuff.
We can power through those real quick.
Yeah.
Your team must have the most points to win. Grand Prix. Just like Team Race, except that it's free-for-all. There will be a set amount of rounds, and you must get the most points at the end of the final race.
Team Battle.
Also, it's only been like 2 hours of uptime. I haven't been reading this for 2 hours. We did other things first.
Yes.
Just like Classic Battle, except there are 2 teams of 14 players.
Hot Pursuit.
8 racers, 6 police cars. The police must bust all racers before time runs out.
That is literally just lifted from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, completely, 100% lifted from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
I
Which is cool.
imagine
That was a
that's
fun game mode.
Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, you might as well steal it.
Yeah.
That's why the police are after you, because you took it.
I'll be
All
right back.
cops are busting! Thank you, Smugglers!
Great. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you.
Whew, I'm about to bust.
Tracks.
I'll be right back. You keep reading.
Sure. All the racetracks presented in this game. Here. I need a drink. Hang on a sec. Blue Hill National Raceway. An oval-shaped racetrack located in the Blue Hills. This is the first racetrack the user will drive on. Peaceful, short, midday, sunny. Racetrack on asphalt. Your courtesy car is the Audi R8. Blue Hill International Raceway. A longer, more difficult version of Blue Hill National Raceway. Hard, long, midday, rainy weather, racetrack with asphalt and dirt. Your rent-a-car is the Audi R8. Mountain Rain. A test track with a public road with traffic set in a mountainous region. Average difficulty, medium length. Sunrise? I thought it said surprise. Partly cloudy. Mountain theme, asphalt and dirt. Your courtesy car is a 1994 Dodge Viper. The current song playing is Flat Zone from Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's a remix of, like, Game & Watch stuff, with, like, its own sort of unique beats thrown in. It's Flat Zone 1, not 2. It's Flat Zone the first one. Gotcha. So good. You fell for it. You fell for the trick of not knowing the name of the song. It's not really a trick. I gotta workshop this one some more. I'd like to formally apologize. Castletown National Circuit. A dirt and concrete track built around a mountain with a moat. Average difficulty, afternoon, sunny conditions. Medium, with dirt and concrete. Theme is Japan and forest. Your courtesy car is the Shelby Cobra 427. Temple Coast. A dirt track around a beach with some temples you have to drive through. Hard. Sunset with cloudy weather. It's long. Dirt terrain. The theme is jungle and temple. Your rent-a-car is the 2003 Ford Focus Rally version.
Oh, I'm back.
Midnight. Welcome back. You made it just in time for Midnight Castle Theme Park.
Oh, wow.
An abandoned theme park with sharp turns and a lot of deserted areas and plazas. Hard difficulty. It's midnight with clear weather. It's sort of long. With dirt, sand, concrete, and brick terrain. Famous theme park, desert, and city. I have small meat resub for 5 months.
From 7/Shuven. Greater than 3C.
Greater than 3C. Thank you so much, Small Meat. I appreciate it. It's always a treat to say your name out loud. And your courtesy car is the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Thought it was a 6 for some reason. Lost
It could be a
Desert.
6.
Pardon?
Oh, nothing. Keep it.
Okay. A sandy asphalt track set in a monumental desert with many tunnels, and eventually seeing a space center in the distance. And a UFO.
Ooh.
Easy. Midday in a T-storm. What is it? T-storm.
Thunderstorm, I guess? I don't know why you'd abbreviate it like
Right. Unless it's like some kind of special cars-only storm. That only appears in like this universe where only cars exist. Medium length. Sand, asphalt, and metal terrain. The theme is desert and science fiction, and your rent-a-car is the 1960 Corvette C1. Welcome to the Great Canyon Mines. A dirt track set in a large canyon with many minor tunnels and bridges, somewhat leading you into a shield volcano. It's just a little bit driving into an active volcano.
Bit of a volcano situation happening.
Just a bit, just a tiny bit of an active volcano that we're going into. It's okay. It's hard. During the day, it's foggy, long course, wood, dirt, and metal terrain. The theme is canyon, mine, and volcano, and your rent-a-car is the Ford Power Stroke. Volcano Raceway. A dynamically changing dirt track? Built inside a volcano with some parts that you can fall off of, and a manufacturing facility you have to drive through. Inside a volcano?
This is a very intricate world building.
Very hard, no time of day, medium length, dirt, asphalt, and metal. The theme is volcano and science fiction, and your courtesy car is the Toyota 4Runner. Candy Island International Circuit.
Oh boy.
A Grand Prix-like racetrack with all sorts of oversized candy placed around the track. It's easy, at sunrise, and it's sunny out. Medium length, you got asphalt and sand. The theme is odd and racetrack.
It is both odd and racetrack. These two things are true.
Odd and racetrack don't exist in a binary. It's more of a spectrum.
It's a spectrum. Yeah, it's a spectrum.
Where odd is X and racetrack is Y. But what is the Z in this? Probably volcano.
Probably volcano.
Your rent-a-car is the Ford Mustang GT. The Old Trench. A track with a route that requires you to drive through a village on cobblestone roads into a misty bog with murky mud and dirt.
Ooh.
Slightly hard, around noontime with dynamic weather. It's a medium length with cobblestone, dirt, and mud. The theme is medieval, village, mountain, and forest. And your rent-a-car is the Morgan Aero 8 Super Sports. Tin Foil Factory. Hang on. Why was Automod picking up Bog?
Why did it pick up Bog?
Bog.
Bog
Okay.
is forbidden.
Bog is now permitted. This is a bog-friendly stream now and forever. A long track with many shortcuts and alternate paths with some hazards inside a manufacturing plant. Oh, sorry, a manufacturing plant on a large floating island.
There's a lot of manufacturing plants on this racetrack that you have to drive through.
There are. This one specifically is for tinfoil, which they make on a floating island.
Drive straight through the Reynolds factory. Drive through sheets of aluminum.
Thank you, Void Peppers, for the 4-month resub. I really appreciate that. Hard course at night with clear weather. It's long with asphalt, metal, and dirt. Theme is industrial and science fiction, and your rent-a-car is the Nissan GT-R 09. Endurance Run. A long Le Mans expired racetrack enclosed with a public road leading to many hairpin turn slopes. Unlike any other stage, this lasts 10 laps with a dynamic day and night setting.
Long race.
Extreme!
Wow.
Dynamic weather and time of day, very long. With asphalt, sand, and snow. Theme is racetrack, alpine. Alpine?
Alpine.
And beach. And you rent a car is the 1966 Ford GT40 race car. Cars. Even though we had a list of cars.
A different list of cars. New list of cars.
We've got all the cars back here again.
Here's the other 80 cars that were nixed from the former list. We put them down here for some reason.
Thank God they're not lost forever. For the fun of it, races and online multiplayer will be separated in car classes by their country and performance indexed. For the fun of it, you know. American classic muscle. That's what they call me when I'm in America. Classic American muscle cars made before 1980 and after 1958. I kind of don't want to read through these.
I don't, yeah.
I'll read the names of the categories, but like
Yes,
if I sit here reading every single car name, we're gonna be here for like
This will take at least an hour.
Yeah.
There's so many cars.
I would like to actually get to the video game itself before the night is through.
Yeah, we need to get there.
American legends. American vehicles known for success over the years. American modern muscle. American modern muscle cars made after 1980. American exotic. Supercars capable of 100 plus 180 miles per hour that were manufactured in the US.
Is that a fancy French way of spelling manufactured?
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Japanese exotics. Supercars capable of plus 180 miles per hour that were manufactured in Japan. Japanese modern. Japanese vehicles made after 1970. Japanese classic. Japanese vehicles made before 1969.
None of them.
European exotics. Supercars capable of 180 plus miles an hour that were manufactured in Europe. European classic. European vehicles made before 1980. None of them! European modern. European vehicles made after 1981. None of them!
It's sad that Europe had no cars ever.
It's so messed up.
Hypercars!
Oh shit.
Quirky and hyperactive supercars capable of 225 plus miles per hour. Hypercar!
These are less. I think all these are real. I think these are less cars and they're more like rocket engines with wheels strapped to them. If memory serves.
It's like that one fucking Molcar episode where they just take out the jet engines on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to derail the convo, but do you know about the tabletop RPG car lesbians? I do not. I've never heard of this. Corvette family. All Corvettes.
All of them. Every Corvette.
This is all the ones that they have, baby. Never been more of them. Ferrari versus Lamborghini. Brand versus brand competition. Hypercars are totally real. The Forza Horizon games have tons of them and they're absurdly fast. Huh. Interesting.
Sure are.
Shooting brakes. Supercars that look like station wagons.
What the fuck?
Huh.
Wait. I'm going on my separate tangent looking these up.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it, my friend.
What the fuck?
Grand
Why do these exist? Who are these for?
For, people that play Road Trip Adventure
For the family on the go. For the family really, really, really on the go.
For the family that needs to go places, here's a fucking rocket.
Jesus Christ.
Grand Prix. Supercars that were modified or made exclusively for racing. Should belong here.
Should.
They should, but let's not push our luck. Movie stars. Cars that were featured in popular movies.
Yeah.
I'm noticing the DeLorean is here.
The Aston Martins are definitely in James Bond movies.
Coyote X sounds like the name of a movie. I'm noticing Lightning McQueen isn't on here.
Sad.
That's a bit of a letdown. All these famous cars, you may have seen them. From movie.
From movie?
No Herbie, though.
Herbie's a Volkswagen Beetle. He's right there.
Oh, but it's not named Herbie.
Well, it isn't named Herbie.
It's not the same.
It's Herbie's cousin.
Herbie's cousin Durfin.
He's a lookalike. He's like Tom Hanks's brother.
This is Herbie's cousin Cheddar. These are power-ups!
have you seen Cheddar Fully Loaded? Fucking great movie. God, I'm gonna fucking pass out. We need to finish this article.
I'm going to die! Speed!
Oh.
A bottle of nitrous that savagely increases your acceleration.
It's so vicious.
As well as forcing up your top speed at will. This only lasts 3 seconds, though. Mines. The car drops 3 anti-car mines, in which if a car drove over it, the bomb explodes, damaging the victim with great force.
I like this section a lot already.
Yeah! Shield. The car will be protected from damage for 30 seconds. But that doesn't mean it can't take damage from self-inflicted impacts. So please drive carefully.
Please drive.
EMP. The car fires a beam of electricity at a victim.
That isn't what an EMP is. That's not what that means. That's not what that means.
It definitely is not what that means.
It is not a beam of electricity you fire out of your car.
This is just the car ray beam.
Also, Chad's pointing out it is really funny to refer to the target as a victim.
Yeah! Temporarily paralyzing it for 5 seconds, giving the user the chance to take it out.
Get out! To kill it once and for all.
Jump on top of it and crush it to a pulp. Speaking of which, jump!
Using.
The car jumps really high to dodge incoming attacks quickly, or to get to places that are difficult to get to. That's neat.
Nice.
Autopilot. The car drives by itself with great skill for 10 seconds. Oh, this one scares me a lot. Frictionlessness.
What? Oh, jeez.
The car will drive on a frictionless trail, driving at top speed and seamlessly avoiding obstacles? How the fuck do you stop then? How do you turn?
Can you imagine getting, like, ice physics as a power-up in Mario Kart?
And like, it being billed specifically as, like, this is a plus, this is a positive for you.
This is a thing that helps you.
It's like, oh man, I'm in like 7th place. I sure hope I get a good power-up. Maybe like a red shell, maybe a bullet bill, maybe a boo, and you just get fucking hydroplaning. Fuck that. I would quit. Rocket! The car fires out a heat-seeking rocket that homes into the nearest opponent. If the opponent has nothing to evade, they will explode as soon as the rocket hits it. So I guess it's like a green shell.
Yeah, or like a rocket in Sonic All-Star Racing Transform.
Oh yeah! I forgot that it straight up has rockets in it, doesn't it?
It does have rockets.
God, I gotta play more Sonky. I know you and like a bunch of folks in the crew have been playing that again recently. Hopefully next time it happens it won't be like late at night for me and I'll be able to hop in.
Yeah, Wayne has been having the urge to play Sonic Racing.
It happens to all of us. It's like a period, but you only have it once a year.
Yeah.
And it hurts just as much. I won't elaborate.
That's a great way of describing it.
It's a pretty bad way of describing it, but the instant I said it, I was like, man, this sucks, but I gotta roll with it, don't I? I kind of have to roll with this, don't I?
I think you do, I guess.
Ice ball! The car shoots out a big ball of ice in a relatively straight line. Oh, hang on, the music's a bit quiet. It's one of them Pilot Wing songs, what I like.
Oh, yeah.
If a car was hit by it, it would freeze in an ice cube for a couple of seconds, infinitely traveling at the speed it was going when it was hit with no control of handling. Big Fake in Hell asks if any of us have played Sonic Robo Blast 2 kart. I haven't personally, but it looks really cool, so I kind of want to someday. I like how you can make like all kinds of wacky custom characters. I want to put myself in it.
Yeah.
Mirror. The car will be protected by a coat of chrome foil. So tinfoil? So shiny that it reflects off anything that hits it back to the sender. If the sender does not do anything to evade, they will be hit.
This is a strange thing to justify in like the worlds of the game. Like a fucking Final Fantasy reflect spell, except it's just like a sheet of aluminum foil that you use that can reflect any projectile.
This is why they have the tinfoil factory. It all makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
Kamikaze. The car becomes a bomb. They must drive into another car in 10 seconds to explode both the user and the victim?
How is that a power-up? How does that work?
power-up that
If you-
actively hinders you.
If you get this, you will die. But now you have the choice to screw someone else over in the process.
You get this power-up, and it's like, well, tough nuts, buddy. It's over for you, but you can make it over for someone else. Warp! The car spawns a space-time rift lasting 5 seconds that teleports the vehicle to the top 3 positions. Then a wyvern.
Fell into a trance listening to Road Trip Adventure 2 Wiki. Woke up 2 hours later. Cool stream.
I'm enjoying the stream, that's for sure. Thanks for the tip.
Don't
I
worry, there's
appreciate
more.
it. Oh, there's plenty more. And we haven't even shown off the game itself yet.
No.
Other vehicles may also drive through the portal.
That's actually kind of great. Like if you drop the thing that makes you like jettison to the front, but everyone around you can also use that ability and just completely usurp the race in a matter of seconds.
Like opening up like a door that only you can go through is kind of ruddy, but like going around with your like squad of 20 goons, like opening up the rift and just being like, bring it in, everybody, and completely totaling whoever was like doing best at first. That's
Great.
delightful. Counterfeit item capsule. The car drops a fake item capsule or throws it ahead of them. If an opponent hits it, they will be electrocuted.
Classics of Mario Kart, got it.
The drone. The car spawns a drone that flies into the air and tries to destroy the first placeholder.
Blue shell, got it.
Right, but it's like drone warfare, I guess.
I guess, sure.
Ominous. Thanks, I suppose. This really says a lot about the United States military campaign or something, I guess.
It sure does, or not.
Or it's who's to say? God damn it, people in chat are calling it the Obama shell. Traps. Buttons that are frequently seen in archaic game modes that slow the racer down. Rocket sentry. If a car drives over this button, it fires a rocket from a miniature sentry that homes into the car that drove over it. If the car does nothing to evade, they will explode. Instant death! If a car drives over this button, the car dies immediately and respawns 4 seconds later!
The Reaper comes for them instantly.
Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta ban someone. Bye. Okay, cool. 2 times damage! If a car drives over this button, the car will take 2 times the damage it should regularly take.
Great.
Engine failure!
Trap of hurt you.
The car will slow down at 70 miles an hour for 5 seconds. Oh, spike strip. The car's tires will... Oh, it's supposed to be like strip of spikes. I thought it was like spikes trip. Like Spike is going on a trip.
Spike's cool trip.
Yeah, good for Spike. The car's tires will pop, making it more difficult to control on high traction terrains, like asphalt. The tires will reinflate after 10 seconds, or if the car does. Your car explodes into a pile of fruit, but the wheels are okay and they reinflate. Oh my god! Rock? If the car drives over this button, the car will suddenly be crushed by a giant rock. If cars drive into this at high speed, they will crash too.
That's actually pretty great. I love that. You die immediately because a boulder falls on you from nowhere. And then you've created a permanent obstacle on the track. Great.
That's just like straight up how like the fucking Dungeons of Dreadmore devs like flavored the fact that the game crashes sometimes. It's just like, oh, suddenly the whole dungeon collapses. And you get an achievement for it.
Great. Love that.
Oh, shops. Shops are scattered around the RTA 2 world. Use these shops to buy new parts, paint your cars, add vinyls, etc. The specifics of it don't matter. We'll figure it out during development. Don't you worry none. Oh, I like this part a lot. Parts. The parts of the vehicle. And I say I liked it a lot because I misread it as the parts are the vehicle.
The parts are the vehicle.
The parts are the vehicle. This is what Cars is like to me. Body. The skeleton and skin of the car. Well,
I don't like to think about cars having skeletons or skin.
They're made of meat!
They are indeed made of meat.
Each body comes in a different shape, just like real body, and can change/improve the speed, handling, acceleration, and braking of the car through aerodynamics, thus also affecting your overall performance grade.
Just like a real body.
Just like a real body. I'm getting my aerodynamic body so that I can swim through the air like a fish or a fucking bird, and it's gonna be really cool. If a body's aerodynamic speed was up to 10 stars, that means it's really rich in speed.
Describing a car's top speed as if it's like a really good souffle.
Yeah!
like, oh, it's really rich in speed.
This is really rich and savory notes and top speed.
Describing like a rump roast. Hey, Reek Sharkavist!
That doesn't sound very nice and we shouldn't take it for granted.
Thank you for the rock puns, I appreciate it. And for the bits. If a body's aerodynamic handling was up to 10 stars, that means it is superb in corners and drifting. If a body's aerodynamic acceleration was up to 10 stars, that means it is able to go up to top speed quickly and with ease. If a body's aerodynamic braking is 10 stars, it is able to figuratively stop on a dime. But not literally. Let's not be ridiculous here. Engine. The heart and soul of the car.
Yeah.
Of course a car would have a soul. Based on the size or performance of an engine, it can improve a car's speed, acceleration, and power. Hey, Evelana! With the 2-month resub, thank you so much!
Hey Holly, thanks for consistently being just the best.
Oh,
I look up to you a lot, see.
that's kind of you to say, thank you, I appreciate that. Let's read some more about these fucking cars now!
God.
Thank you so much for the kind message, let's talk about power usage! How much power will the engine use to run? The engine will waste fuel quickly based on how much power it uses. If a car had huge power usage, it would waste 3 pints of fuel in a minute, even at a standstill. A low power usage should always be preferred. Engine power. How much will the engine carry? It has a lot of power that will greatly affect the speed, acceleration, and of course, power in the car. If a car had 880 HP, it should go up to 200 miles an hour with normal transmission. Cyan twitching in chat asking, why is Anka in the popular pages section? Do not ask questions you're not prepared to hear the answer to. Thank you. Types of engines. All engines are shown here. Oh, I love some of these. Oh, we're gonna have to read through all of these just because of how delightful these are.
Yeah.
Do Taya have boning?
They are all really good. I was thinking of like going through and just picking and choosing, but they are all pretty good.
Hybrid engine. Default engine the car is equipped with. Only has about 90 horsepower with moderate fuel usage. Thank you, Past Seth, for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that.
Holly,
I might have to like quiet down the
months.
alerts a little
You can
bit.
power a car
Just because
with your
there's a
own
hype
dark
train happening
energy
right
if you
now.
want. But be careful. Abaddon.
I do want to keep reading. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. And Crimsune with the 7-month resub.
Old.
I appreciate that. I guess just out of respect, I ask that if you're going to be doing a sub or anything like that right now, please, short or no message. I would like to keep reading.
Hi Holly, I adore you, but the idea of flash cars is the most fucking horrible thing I've ever thought of.
Why? What's wrong?
Thanks.
It's good, I think. Thank you for that.
It's fine.
Thank you, Arwen Cherry 7 up for that gift sub. I appreciate that. Okay, let's keep reading while the alerts are going off, I guess. Electric engine. A silent engine that doesn't use fuel, only electricity. It carries 120 horsepower with no fuel usage.
Wow.
Rotary engine. A small compact circular engine used in some old F1 cars. 220 horsepower, high fuel usage. V4. Small engine used in old retro cars. 150 horsepower, moderate fuel usage. Big electric engine. Silent engine, but bigger than the old one. Whoa, big!
Whoa, big!
180 horsepower, no fuel usage. V8 engine. A moderate-sized engine commonly used in modern muscle cars. 290 horsepower, moderate fuel usage. M-A-D. Large and thirsty engine with very loud and strong noises.
Don't.
Yo, I'm so hungry, engine. I need you to feed me my gasoline or I'll die. And by the way, I'm so loud and strong.
My noises are very loud and strong.
Turning into fucking droopy dog for this engine. Has a lot of RPM. 500 horsepower, very high fuel usage. V10 engine, large engine used in medium-sized racing vehicles. V12 engine, large and burly engine used in faster racing vehicles. V-twin, V-shaped engine used in motorcycles and lawnmowers. Okay.
This one's just good to have.
200 horsepower, low fuel usage. Cool. MAD V2. A larger and thirstier successor to the MAD V1. 680 horsepower with extremely high fuel usage. Flux capacitor?
You know, like movie.
Like from film! A magically Y-shaped device used to create time travel machines. They say if you go over 88 miles per hour, you can see some serious...
Shit. It's shit. The word they say in the movie is shit.
400 horsepower, low fuel usage. Impressive low fuel usage.
Really, really fuel efficient time machine here.
Go back in time to get your fuel back, it's fine. Swedish Dream, a large and powerful engine used in the Koenigsegg race cars, I think is what that is. All I remember is that King DDD in like whatever language this is from is König DDD, so that's King something race cars. 800 horsepower with moderate fuel usage.
God's engine.
A large, powerful, extremely expensive, but silent engine used in God's angel cars. 1,000 horsepower with no fuel usage.
Damn.
Hell's engine. A large, powerful, burly, and loud engine used in the Devil's cars. 6,666 horsepower with low fuel usage.
That is actually kind of a reference to the first game. If I recall correctly, there is a devil engine.
God. That's really good, actually, then.
Yeah. I don't remember if there's a God's engine or not, but there is a devil engine.
There is now.
There is now.
Tires! Oh god, there's so many tires.
Oh my god.
We might have to go through those a little more quickly and look for some highlights. Tires are among the most important parts of a vehicle. They help the vehicle drive, after all. I mean, you could say that about any part of the car, couldn't you?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Each tire has different traction on the 5 terrain elements seen in the game. Pavement, dirt, sand, snow, and water. Traction. How much traction do the tires have? If they have low traction, they cause the car to slide everywhere. And if it doesn't have spin recovery activated, it can lose control easily.
Watch out.
Watch out, watch out. Tire wear. How much time will it take for the tires to completely wear out? If it has 1 star, it'll only take 4 minutes for the tires to wear out. Fake tires. Just old tires. Oh wait, they're not. Wooden spokes. Metal tires, which are good on sand and dirt and immune to spike strips.
That's good.
Real tires.
these are the only ones that are real.
The rest of these, debatable, but these ones...
Inside it's fake.
Making gyres. New type of wheel called gyres, inside it's fake. Sports tires for sports cars. Hover wheels. Metal repulsors that keep the car floating in the air with insanely high traction and no tire wear.
Cool.
Hubless tires, no hubcaps. They suffer on sand and dirt. Racing tires, insanely high traction. Slick tires, used in wet conditions. Off-road tires for off-road. Rally tires for like rally cars. High traction, low tire wear. Caterpillar wheels. Caterpillar treads used for tanks and other ATVs.
Yeah.
Spiked wheels, which I assume is like the car equivalent of like strapping crampons onto your boots. Sure. Let's go with that. Monster tires. Huge plastic tires used on monster trucks. Are monster tires actually plastic?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Huh.
Considering the general car authority of this entire article, I'm willing to guess that might be true.
Yeah. Reinflates. Tires with moderate traction and low tire wear that are immune to spike strips.
God's tires.
Tires used on God's angels.
Wait, okay, last time it said angel cars, which was already pretty baffling. The tires used on God's angels.
Right, well the angels are cars.
I guess so.
It's like in Bayonetta.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It is like Bayonetta.
They are purely white and provide insanely high traction and no tire wear.
Hell's tires.
Tires used on the devil's soldiers. They are red and provide insanely high traction and no tire wear. Tire accessories. Tire accessories add bling to the tires. As you pick them. Transmission. Transmission pieces allow the car to go faster and raise the top speed. We've only got classic, regular transmission gear block, and 5-speed transmission gear block with 5 gears. Pick your favorite transmission. Click on your favorite transmission. Handling. Oh, never mind. These are other transmission
Yeah,
blocks.
I think these are other ones too.
I thought this was a completely different section because the bold.
Yeah, they weren't bolded, yeah.
Okay, we got more. We got one that's good for handling, one that's good for speed, one that's good for turbo with better acceleration, sports, which is faster with more acceleration as well, ultra, super fast with mediocre acceleration. Mediocre! Every time I see that word now, I hear it in fucking Immortan Joe's voice. And I will be like this till the day I die. Shouts out to fucking Fury Road. I watched that a couple of weeks ago now with a friend, and it was even better than I remember it being. And like, it's already one of my favorite movies of all time, so... Super sports, which is what I call it when I go for a run, and also think about doing basketball at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Hyper! No description. And Mega! No description. All we're missing is Super, Ultra, and Extra, and then we got a fucking Bit Trip game right here. Chassis. The
skeleton
of the car. This also determines the speed and acceleration, also weight, of the vehicle. The disadvantage, however, is that the lighter it is, the more vulnerable it is to T-bone and angled impacts. DGU stands for decagram units. One whole is approximately 2,500 kilograms.
Interesting.
We got classic, average thing you wear every average day. Sports, little teensy weensy bit later than the last one. Lightweight, we got racing, carbon fiber, Pursorium. Chassis is made out of a special ultralight element even lighter than carbon fiber called Pursorium.
Could be real.
It might be real. It might be dangerous. Please stay safe. Achievements. Oh, here we fucking go. First win, win your first race. First blood, kill someone. Notice me senpai, win a race in a Japanese vehicle. Ugh.
True.
Come on. Come on. Cartistic talent, win a race in a European vehicle. Toy drag racer, win a race in an American vehicle. Drifter, drift total 100 yards. Shopper, buy something. Heartbreaker, wreck your own car on purpose. How do you gauge that? What? What are the metrics for that?
Today I'm going to crash my own car on purpose.
Clueless, achievementless.
Achievementless.
Yeah. Traveler, drive around for a total of 5 miles. Spaghetti hardtop, purchase a European vehicle. Senator, purchase an American vehicle. Senpai noticed me, the senpai has noticed you. This sucks. This fucking sucks. Don't do that.
Skeleton safe.
You plant cat for the tip, I appreciate it. Silver medal achievements, fabulous comeback. On the very last seconds on the final lap, go from first place to second place to first place again. Key driver, drive around 15 miles, died for your sins, take down an opponent and yourself simultaneously. The Jesus achievement. Old rivals, purchase a Mitsubishi Evolution to Subaru Impreza, Tourist, 25 miles, Drift King, drift 500 yards, Nostalgia, race on any of the classic RTA 1 tracks, Favoritism, allow anyone to destroy your car 3 times in a row.
Please destroy me.
I'm begging you, I need the achievement. Airborne, get 10 seconds worth of airtime. These are just for buying DLC. The ISO, buy the Tron Legacy package. Better Not Stop Me, by the Sonic the Hedgehog track package. Maniac, by the Track Mania car package. Has there ever been a video game that gave you
an achievement for buying DLC? Probably? I'd like to say probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know of any.
Like I know there's DLC that's like, well, you can't get to unless you, or rather achievements that are like, you can't get unless you own the DLC just because like you need to do the content for it.
Right,
but,
yeah.
God, that's new to me and I don't like it. World of Warcraft gives you achievement for buying store mounts.
Great.
Oh.
Cool.
I see. Thanks, World of Warcraft.
Record shitter. Beat Artyom Senna's world record on the Monza Autodromo racing circuit, which is 1:24.36. That's not even one of the courses in this, though. I don't remember that being one of the courses in this.
I mean, we've been doing this for like about more than 2 hours now. We probably could have very well read it and just forgotten.
That's entirely possible. You know, fair. Entirely fair. Gold medal achievements. 3 siblings. You get 3 Ford GTs. Happy birthday, Silver. Play the game on Sylvester Garnett's birthday, who is the founder of the Apex team.
Great.
Okay. Thank you, Lesbian Bug, for the 2-month resub. I really appreciate that. Early Birdie. Play the game before 8 a.m. Just one more game.
Continue.
Play the game after 10 p.m.
You're pretty persistent.
Play the game for 5 hours total.
What are you doing with your life?
Play the game for 24 hours total.
1 week wasted.
Play the game for 168 hours, which is 1 week.
1 month wasted.
Play the game for a total of 30 Earth days.
As opposed to what?
Moon days.
Days on Jupiter?
Mars days.
Days on Venus? Come on.
Veteran, play the game for 365 days total. Jesus Christ. I hate achievements that are just like, play this game for 3 million hours, because it's like, who the fuck would want to?
No one.
I don't ever want to think, oh, I would love to play this game for 3,000 hours. It sometimes happens by accident, but I don't ever want to.
You shouldn't reward your player for doing that.
Right.
They don't want recognition for it.
You shouldn't incentivize it. You should just have it be like, well, I guess it'll happen if you really like it. Epic Samurai, purchase all Japanese vehicles. God!
First of all, boo, but second of all, that's stupid enough to actually be kind of fun.
Yeah! At the very, like, every single Japanese achievement has been
bad.
like...
all of them have been bad.
Mm-hmm. I'm, like, extremely side-eyeing all of them, because they're, like, if not racist, at the very least, like, stupid and kind of insensitive, but, like...
Yes.
Fucking Epic Samurai, Jesus Christ.
I'm an Epic Samurai for owning a Nissan Sentra.
That's like the name of a phone game you would get. It's like a Sekiro ripoff.
Yeah!
Adventurer, drive around for a total of 50 miles. Rally artist, win first place in the rigorous Grand Ocean World Rally. Specialty because you're special. Oh,
Cool.
Thanks, I guess. I appreciate it. Shiny NX with the 10-month resub. Thank you so much. Fast but Furious, purchase the Nissan Skyline and tune it out. Great Scott, DMC DeLorean, The Night of the Night, the 1982 Pontiac Firebird painted black. Oh, that's the Knight Rider car, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Knight Rider, I think.
I see. Legendary, complete the World Series, 1 in a millionth, win a race by a 1 millisecond difference. That's a cute achievement, actually. That'd probably make people mad, though.
Trying to get it actively, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All tied up, finish a Grand Prix race in a case where you have the exact same amount of points as the next opponent. And thanks for playing. Beat the RTA 2 game. Platinum Medal Achievement. Ultimate Adventurer. Earn all achievements in the game.
Wait, there's two.
Platinum Medal achievements. World Adventurer. Earn all achievements in RTA 2.
Purchase all the things.
Ettore Bugatti. Purchase the Bugatti, this, and that one. Bruce McLaren. Purchase all the McLaren vehicles. Enzo Ferrari. Purchase all the Ferraris. Ferruccio Lamborghini. Fernandad Porsche. Purchase all the Porsche. Henry Ford. Purchase all the Ford. Professional Shopper.
Purchase everything.
Agent 007. Purchase the Aston Martin DB5, the DB9, and then the DBS. Purchase all cars made before 1979, all cars made after 1980 and before 1994, all cars made after 1995 to 2005, purchase all cars made after 2006, become president of the RTA2 world!
Okay, I will say, the goal of Road Trip Adventure 1 is to become the president. That is actually based in fact, although the fact that this wiki so far has not covered the premise of the game whatsoever, or the implication that the goal in this game is also just to become the president again.
Fuck, that rules. Thank you, Emular, for the 3-month in advance sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Difficulty. At the start of the game, you will be asked to choose a difficulty. Difficulty determines the controllability of the vehicles, the aggression of opponents, and the gameplay of RTA 2.
Why would you have scaling difficulty with buying items and purchasing shit, and then also have a difficulty setting in your game?
The people making this game were just like, hey, you know what's cool? Granularity of, like, video game settings. What if we made it so that was the entire game? And it's like, you just could never get to the point.
Very, very bloated, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's no wonder this never got released, my god. AI difficulty. Peaceful. For players that are new to racing games. Easy. For players that are young and enjoy racing. Medium.
You have to be young. You can't. If you are old, you cannot play easy mode.
If you're old, well, you gotta go to peaceful then. Medium. For players that are very confident. Hard. For players who are looking for a challenge. Professional.
For players who think they are ready for real-life racing.
Thank you, MythSoul, for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Damage. No damage. The car will take no damage at all, not consume fuel, or be destroyed. Visual only. The car will look like it has taken damage, but does not affect handling. Full. The car will take damage, which affects its performance. Simulation.
The car will take damage that simulates real life.
Ye gods.
Good lord! You choose that setting and you're like, PS4 overheats trying to simulate fire. I do think that a visual-only damage setting is cute, though.
Yes, I like that.
If you die in Road Trip 2, you die in real. That's right, Puzz. Cheats! There are some cheats that can aid the player in the game. However, this will disable trophies, and you will not be able to earn cash, reputation, or therefore progress through the game until you exit the game session. Moon gravity. XXO triangle square R2 L2. Gravity will change to a lower definition, simulating physics if you were on the moon. Just, very casual moon gravity simulation.
Yeah.
Easy. That thing that's so easy to do, you can just flip it on with a cheat code if you want. It's fine.
It's fine.
Dumb AI. Left, right, R2, L2. The AI in the game will crash into walls, go the wrong way, or basically stop driving. Invincibility. Left, right, R2, L2. Invincible for 6 minutes. Unlimited boost. Left, right, XX. You will have unlimited boost.
You will have unlimited boost.
Turn the song down just a smidge. Here we go. Micro Machine. XR2R1 O triangle. All cars will shrink to minuscule size for 5 minutes. Unlock conceptual content. XXXOR2 plus question mark? Unlock content that was scrapped before the final release of the game. So you mean all of it? So you mean all of it? Note that it is an experimental feature, and it may damage the gameplay environment. Modders can also use hacks to retrieve these scrapped game files and upload them to an ads-on website for people to download. What?
Great. Sure.
Thanks for describing, like, Spriter's resource, I guess.
Oh shit, I'm so excited for this next session. Oh fuck.
Oh god, I just noticed, yeah, soundtrack.
Oh fuck.
Electronic playlist.
Ghosts and Stuff, original version, Deadmau5, Satisfy, Nero, Me and You, Nero, Bangarang, Skrillex, Love Has Gone, Netsky, Witchcraft, Pendulum, Feeling So Blue album version, Michael Mind Project, Feel It in My Bones, Tiesto, Red Lights, Tiesto, Hero, Pegboard Nerds, Ilmerica, Wolfgang Gardner, Hero, Pegboard Nerds, Unison, Porter Robinson, Cascade, Tommy Trash, We Can Make the World Stop, The Glitch Mob, Hello Dead Battery Remix, Martin Solveig, 8-Bit, Deadmau5, Idealistic, Digitalism, Crazy, Claypex, Crush on You Knife Party Remix Nero, Centipede Knife Party, Strobot Netsky Remix Chainboy, The Electric Dream Spartan Remix Mord Fustang, You and Me Against the World, Bass Nectar, Prelude Savant, Beginning is Near Savant, Rider in Red Savant, The Grid, The Crystal Method Remix, Daft Punk. Bored Too Slow, The Crystal Method, Summertime Sadness, Cedric Gervais Remix, Lana Del Rey, Lightspeed Kill the Noise, Cry for You September, Div No Justice, Overtime Cash Cash, Castle in Sky, Tanzamomo Remix, Tuta Satomi, Pixel Journey, Silent, Falling Apart 1, Silent, All My Love, Silent Remix, Fuzzy Logic. Rock playlist.
This playlist is really unique, since it contains many songs made in the 1980s.
Separate Ways Journey, Two Nights to Remember, Crush 40!
Oh, fuck!
This game rules!
This game rules.
Savior Rise Against, Pain, 3 Days Grace, Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, Runaway Bon Jovi! Don't Stop Believing, Journey, The Power of Love, Huey Lewis, I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett, Dance Dance, Fall Out Boy, Life is a Holloway, Tom Cochran, thank you Keppa Kep for the 3-month resub, Top of the World All-American Rejects, Hero Skillet, Wrong Side of Heaven, 5 Finger Death Punch, Hot by Smash Mouth, All-Star by Smash Mouth, High School Never Ends by Bowling for Soup, Maps by Maroon 5?
This is a very generous rock playlist. Yeah. Having All American Rejects, Skillet, Five Finger Death Punch, Smash Mouth, and Bowling for Soup all right next to each other.
In the same playlist.
Same playlist is a very, very broad definition of rock.
Jesse's Girl, Rick Springfield.
Release year unknown.
I don't care.
No one knows.
Uprising Muse, Year 3000 Jonas Brothers, In the End Linkin Park, Burn It Down Linkin Park, Cyber Christ Pivot, Kryptonite 3 Doors Down, Young
baby.
Hollywood I'm Dead, Kickstart My Heart Motley Crue, and Light 'Em Up Fall Out Boy. This playlist is really unique since it contains many songs made in the 1980s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? 6.
This playlist
6 of them.
is really unique.
6 of them.
Radio playlist. The
Radio.
playlist features songs you might/should hear on your average radio.
If you don't, please call a doctor.
The playlist is meant to appeal to younger audiences. Pink, Maroon 5, Charlie XCX, Romeo, Hall & Oates,
Sure. Sure.
Don Harley, Big Time Rush, Michael Jackson, Ariana Grande, the Madion Bros, which is the ripoff of the Super Mario Bros, I guess, Some Kind of Wonderful, No Doubt, Icona Pop, 5 Seconds of Summer, One Republic. Did the music stop? No, this is just a quiet starting song. Okay. One Republic, Ellie Goulding, Black Eyed Peas, Maroon 5, Nicki Minaj, Block Party, Daft Punk, which was in another list already.
It's a different Daft Punk song.
I guess, yeah. Toby Mac, Flo Rida, Phoenix, Echo Smith, K. Drew, Push Kings, and Owl City.
I would also like to go back and point out that the Love Never Felt So Good by Michael Jackson is attributed as being from 1980s.
Is it?
Scroll up a little bit.
It's just
1980s.
We couldn't figure out when it happened.
Exact date unknown. Still under research.
Scientists are working day and night to figure out when he put out that song.
Frog Envy in chat says, wait, Toby Mac? Toby Mac, the Christian rapper? I don't know who Toby Mac is, so...
I don't either. Could be. Could be true.
Start menu options. The start menu
Great.
is the menu that opens up when you pause the game. Settings. Here, you can configure the game's settings to your liking. Graphic effects. You can tweak the graphic effects like motion blur and frame rate limiting to match your personal taste. Sound. You can change the audio's volume or add subtitles, effective in certain scenes only. Gamma, my favorite Sonic Adventure character. Color contrast and brightness combined. Social settings. Change the social and matchmaking settings to your liking. Radio station. Change the radio station here. Warp. Immediately teleport to places you have discovered. Map. The entire map of the RTA 2 world. Inventory. Items you have found go here. You can even check out the vehicle encyclopedia to learn about the citizens you have befriended, or at least talk to. Vehicle encyclopedia. A book that contains information about cars that you've already met. Stamps. You can earn stamps in the game. All stamps that you have collected go here.
That is from RTA 1.
Oh, that's cute, then.
Yes.
Every time I hear a mechanic and I just think, what the fuck is this? I can only ever, guess, this is from RTA 1, or this is bunk.
Yes, basically.
Pictures. All pictures that you have taken in the game will be put here. I think that's also...
That is also RTA 1. You go to, picture booths and take photos.
Right, yeah. RTA Online. Selecting this option will take you to the massively multiplayer online server port
Oh, great.
of RTA 2. Rewards will be given to you if you have played Road Trip Adventure 1 before. Applies only for the European version of the PS4 game.
What? Oh, I guess that makes sense because RTA 1, I guess, technically only came out in Europe.
Mm-hmm. On the specifically on the what's it called, the digital storefront kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we read about that very briefly when I read the Wikipedia article
Yes,
for Road Trip
that is
Adventure
true.
at the start of the stream.
Oh my god, it's so long ago.
That was a year ago by this point. Feeling old yet? 2012 was 500 years ago.
Oh god, it's all happening.
The further you progressed in that game, the more and better rewards you get. Store. Selecting this option will kick you out of the game to the PlayStation Network Store or Xbox Live Arcade. The cool part is that if you leave the PSN Store or XBLA, it will go back to the game and quickly resume to where you've left off. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
To the person asking what song this is Moon Touched from the soundtrack for Pyre, which is my favorite Supergiant game. Exit session. This will end the game session and bring you back to the main menu screen. It asks you if you're sure about the option. Dialogue saying,
Do you really want to leave?
By accepting, it will also ask you if you want to save the game, or save automatically, based on your settings. Rivals. We're so close to the end, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
Rivals are boss characters you have to face at the end of every chapter in the game. There is a total of 10 rivals, each get increasingly difficult based on how far you progress through the game. I turn this song up a little bit. There we go. These bosses can be challenged by the player, or if the bosses challenge the player themselves. By accepting it, by making your peace with it, it will take you to a point-to-point race based on the rival's style. Winning the boss race will give you a lot of cash, and the loser's body!
He has to surrender it.
Yellow Blur. Real name is Keith Hudson, is a yellow Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. He has a cocky attitude, and is pretty confident in races. He claims he never lost a race at all.
Difficulty easy.
Tony Among Us, a silver Ford F-150 Raptor who has a boastful, bully-like attitude. He may not seem to be a racer, but can actually handle off-road better than anyone else. Difficulty medium. Sebastian Florence, a rally world champion, hailing from Brussels, Belgium. I guess Belgium just exists in this world.
Sure, yeah.
Alongside all the wacky whimsical stuff. Whimsical, not whimsical. A multicolored modified Citroën C4, and is a great all-rounder. There is a British translator that drives next to him since Sebastian only speaks French.
Okay, that's great. That's great, actually.
I do
That's a
really
good
like
bit.
that, yeah! That's a really good touch. Difficulty medium, Sebastian Florence, inspired by 5-time world record champion, or WRC champion, I guess, Sebastian Loeb. Vitessa Garnet. Vitessa Garnet is a white blue stripe Ford GT who's very friendly, but also aggressive. She is pretty fast and has great handling, but suffers on off-road. Difficulty hard. Cole McLary. Fast-talking, hyperactive, dark blue McLaren 12C. All you need to know. Difficulty hard. Dr. Takara. Dr. Yoshi Takara is a Japanese scientist and inventor. He is a silver Lexus LFA with glowing semicircular wheels that allow him to levitate in the air, and he has been called for the rapture. It all comes back to this. Difficulty very hard. Oh, James Hunter, 4-time GT1 world champion from the United Kingdom. He's very competitive in the racing scene. He is a red converted Aston Martin DB9. Very hard. Sven Benzin. I loved watching Sven Ben, my favorite cartoon about Sven who could transform into 10 different aliens.
I like it when he could transform into 10 different cars.
Into 10 different cars! Fuck! The joke was right there and I couldn't make it. Thank you for saving me! A red and black Marussia B2 hailing from Russia, very hard. Stefan Accelerato. Stefan Accelerato, prefers to be called Accelerato, is a beige Euro-American Bugatti Veyron, 16.4. He's very competitive and never lost a race in 2005.
He's lost many since then, but he never lost any in 2005.
He lost a lot before that as well, funny enough.
2005 was a very good year for him.
It's just about the only good year for Stefan. Difficulty challenging. Susan Accelerato. Susan Accelerato is an orange Celine S7 who is Stefan's stepsister. Difficulty challenging.
Agoris.
Last name unknown. Is a carbon fiber Koenigsegg Agera R. He is a multi-millionaire who runs a high-quality business ever since 1985. This world-famous, like, multi-millionaire business mogul whose last name is unknown.
We'll never know.
ESRB rating. E10. Madam Weston Chat says, so does this mean that all cars have legal first and last names? Yeah, because they're people in this universe.
Yeah.
When cars are born, they're named by their parents and inherit their last name. Yes. Is their car's social security? You would assume so. National databases of car identities? Likely.
Probably.
Rated E10+ for animated blood. The animated blood is actually oil leaking from the cars. They call it blood. Comic mischief. A form of humor designed to be suggestive, like fucking yeah!
Great.
Yeah, baby! Crude humor.
Bathroom.
Jokes.
Bathroom jokes.
Fantasy violence. Cartoon violence. This is easily distinguishable from real-life violence. Good to know.
Good.
What would we do without you, rating section of this? Mild lyrics. Song lyrics may contain mild swearing. Simulated gambling. Not exactly gambling, but there is only minigame where you bet in-game cash, which is called roulette.
This is... None of our audience will get it. That last sentence is very Moo-esque. But there's only minigame where you bet in-game cash, which is called roulette.
Fuck, it is! That's a joke from me and Mike only.
We did it. Holy shit, we did it. It's done.
6 comments from a fandom user. Road Trip Adventure 2 is a 2014 PlayStation exclusive. Platforms PS3, PS4, Microsoft Windows. So, is it PlayStation exclusive?
Good question.
A fandom user. I wish this game existed. The first one was all I played as a kid. That was on March 23rd, 2018. Alphonse Uprising. May 31st, 2017. Can an admin please protect my page and prevent others from editing it? An unknown user keeps vandalizing. If this is possible, that would be fantastic. Alphonse Uprising. September 25th, 2014. Not exactly sure why they edited this.
Potter fan 1997. Who?
Alphonse Uprising.
You.
Potter fan 1997.
Me deleting that category? It was because that wasn't a necessary category, and there aren't any other pages using that category, so I didn't see it as needed.
Time Soul. September 11th, 2014. With a name like Road Trip Adventure, I wasn't expecting something like this. This is pretty cool. Alphonse Uprising. Thank you. To be honest, the title name sucks, but I have to go with it. Wiki Expert XV. September 3rd, 2014. It's a great idea, but I'm not into driving games that much. But I do like some Grand Theft Auto games, mainly the original Vice City game on PS2. Alphonse Uprising. Thanks. I was working on this one for a while.
That's such a classics of internet comment section. Just kind of like, oh, cool idea. I'm not really into it, though. I prefer this instead. And then the reply is like, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was working on it for a
Someone
while.
told me to refresh and look at the comment section.
Oh, great. Oh, beans. Oh, look what you did.
I see.
I would ask you, bit aside, I would ask you all to respect, the people that put their time and effort into this and not vandalize the page. Do be mindful, this is like something that someone made and cared about, so please don't do a vandalism. I guess this is just like a dumb comment thread, so whatever, but, be nice. I would also like to specify, this line has been in this article since at least 2020.
Yeah!
Easy Time Stream with the 4-month resub!
4 months, less than 333 loves every moment of fun.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. So we've all had a lot of fun exploring this sort of deep dive into the design document, as it were, for Road Trip Adventure 2, and there's a whole lot that we've seen here, and I think we've all had like a really interesting time learning a lot about what this game was, what this game could have been, everything like that, and now that we've reached like this point exploring, the theoreticals of Road Trip Adventure 2, I think it's time, finally, at long last, that we take a look at what Road Trip Adventure 2 actually was in a playable state. And if you'll forgive me for this, I am going to mute alerts for this portion of the stream, just because I really do just want to give this this prototype its moment in the sun, its moment to shine, as it were. Give me just a sec to get that set up. It's a bit of a hacky setup, admittedly. I don't own a PS4. I was sent zip with the game, the game ROM, I suppose is the word for it, as long as with a dev kit sort of thing to actually actively play it. And it's,
I imagine emulating this is a little difficult.
Oh god, yeah. Especially since it was never in a finished published state or anything like that. So if you'll give me just a moment, I'm going to get that set up, get that visible for my friend Mike on the side stream, just so that he's able to see that. Just a sec. Okay, I'm waiting for it to come up on stream.
Yes, I do see it.
Okay, waiting for it to come up on, okay, there we go.
Wow.
This is it's not quite what I
gate is locked.
expected.
It's
But,
very
like-
different from
The
the
gate is
impression they
locked.
gave about,
Too bad the zoo gate is locked.
you know,
The gate is locked.
like especially when they talked
The
about
gate is locked.
like having like all these different worlds you could go to. I guess they just
The
started
gate
this
is
sort of
locked.
like, I guess it's supposed to be like a zoo.
Yeah,
Or
how are you
something?
supposed to get past this gate? Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's I've had to experiment with it a little bit to figure out like exactly what you're supposed to do. It's a little tricky, but you know, after some like finagling with it. Now this part,
I can't go. There's a log
Oh,
in
no.
the road.
I wonder if you can use like a power up.
That log is
They,
still
you know, they
blocking
like
the
talked about a lot
road.
of power ups. I wonder if like you'd
That
be able
log
to.
is still
I don't
blocking
remember
the
seeing
road.
like cub
That
of
log
hot
is still
cocoa
blocking
or
the
dog.
road.
so I've done some
On the wiki.
experimenting. The dog item is fucking useless. The dog does
I
nothing.
think that log is too heavy for Pep to move.
The dog is worthless. Honking the
that's
horn does
good.
not get the log to move either. This is supposed to be like the radio for like all the music in the game.
Right, right.
It's a very strange placeholder that doesn't seem to be working right.
I was really hoping to hear like Journey or Bon Jovi or something
Yeah,
or anything really.
You would hope.
I hope.
Oh, you made that log just fucking up and vanish.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't really know how I did that. What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Hot ziggity.
It's alright. I've seen worse, but I suppose I've seen better.
This is the customization that we heard so much about.
Right. This is like the shop where you can go to like customize
Oh, no.
your car. They never talked about the shovel
I
power up,
keep dreaming
but
about playing.
that snake is dead. Don't worry about it. So this is the
I
part.
wish I
It's
could
one of the
get
mini
out here.
games. It's like sort of like a sports mini game where you have
Oh,
to like
right.
go across the frictionless ground. There's like a soft lock here where if you stay in there while that's happening, like it doesn't work, so you have to
There
like
are-
quit out like to not crash the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an early prototype. We got to work with what we've got here.
Oh, that's scary. That's also scary.
So most of the dialogue in this game isn't properly implemented. This is the one that seems to work right.
There's a toolbox in there.
There is a toolbox
I'll
in
bet
there.
Outback Al wouldn't mind a bit if I borrowed these.
They never mentioned
Never
who
know
Al
when they might
was
come in handy.
in the design doc.
Yeah,
so-
that's. I'm guessing it's just unfinished.
It's
like,
nice
just
and-
Or maybe
placeholder.
like remnants of like a really early build sort of thing that they just sort of left in because, you know, why would they take it out if they were still iterating on it? That sort of thing. So this part, I remember like talking to my contact about this. You're supposed to use rope
Maybe this way.
below, which sets like one of the essential flags.
Not to get
You
over a
crush
big
this-
fit or anything.
You crush this rock with your psychic abilities.
Wow.
In universe, your character is 8, and it's fine. It's just fine.
It's okay.
If you worry about it, it's too late.
Was that
I feel-
an ability of yours to make that gate pop off or
A little bit.
whatever
We
happened?
totally
Okay.
did just crush that giraffe, and it's dead.
Oh wow, that's. I mean, they did say like comic mischief and fantasy violence, so.
It's not real, so it's okay.
Only I
This
could
part
swim
seems to have
high.
RNG in it. Every time I've gone to this part of like the prototype, it's a different symbol.
Oh wow, okay.
It appears to be frozen.
Huh.
That's weird.
Messiah.
Anyways, so this is one of the like really early side quests in the game that they worked on. What you can do is you can go to the elephant, which is actually a car, but wearing the pelt of like a long extinct beast, and it needs
Oh,
fuel.
wow.
So if you give it this like solid oil, that ends the game.
Oh wow. I was expecting it to be short, but I didn't. I don't know. If,
It's
wow.
it's a little disappointing, I'll be honest. Like I was expecting there to be a lot more in this, quite frankly. But I mean, I guess with like all the development problems they had, like
You
it's-
think with
it's-
a game with like so much bloat, we would have seen more? you know?
Yeah, like it seems like so much of the bloat, like got in the way of them being able to like implement things. And like frankly, like they were only able to do like a little bit, and like it was like a very solid like vertical slice proof of concept sort of thing. This
Right.
like this is like I believe either like what they mentioned like that went out to the beta testers, or this was like maybe, I reckon something they got set up for like a trade show at some point, so like they only showed a little bit of it. The famous car fucking, nowhere to be seen. Probably for the best considering how our character is 8 years old. Don't want to see none of that.
You did get a medal.
I did get a medal. Music composed and performed by Team Fat, but no one else like on the music list at all.
Yeah. Like, there was like a whole fucking radio station worth of artists.
Mm-hmm. And like,
Are you sure you want?
we can go to like the radio here. It's just this. It's only this. It never stops.
The ride never ends.
The ride ends if you hit the go away button.
Wow. when you misclicked in like the beginning and like you just made like the zebra statue Winnie, I almost lost it.
I did that by accident.
I know you did.
So some special thanks, I suppose, are in order. I don't remember how I fucking found this article. I think I was literally just like looking up like Road Trip Adventure. And one of the first results is Road Trip Adventure 2 video game fan and wiki. And so I went there and was like, this is amazing. And I posted it in Video Chess's Discord server. She's a delight, by the way. Special thanks to her. Check her out on like Twitch and on Twitter at Video Chess, all one word. Special thanks to her specifically because I posted it in there and was like, you guys like Road Trip Adventure, check this article out, it's really good. And Chess was just like, you need to do a stream where you just read this. And I was like,
You know? Maybe I do.
And then I was talking with the gang about it, and I got like a last minute idea of like, fuck, shit, it would be really funny if I did all this build up and at the end I just play like a really bad game about racing, but like I don't want to spend money on this. What's like a shitty free racing game we can get? We couldn't find any. And then Mike in a stroke of genius was just like, why don't you just play Putt? Holly, I will literally buy you Putt if you don't own it, and I didn't.
Here's the thing. I recommended Putt because that was just something that came to my head. And then I was like, so play if you did this whole bit and you ended it with Putt, that'd be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What would be a great idea is if you learned how to speedrun Putt.
Uh-huh. And so I was like, that sounds really interesting. Let's look up a Putt speedrun. The world record speedrun for Putt Saves the Zoo is 30 seconds. And I was like,
Oh, very interesting.
and so I spent a good chunk of yesterday and basically the entirety of today. First of all, learning how to speedrun.
I gave her this idea 2 days ago and she went and fucking did it.
And I was just like, all right, let's commit to the bit. Let's do this. I spent the past 2 days first learning how to speedrun Putt. Shouts out to the like Putt Saves the Zoo speedrun community. On speedrun.com, there's like a really, really helpful like Twitch VOD from, I think the user was Dark Twinge. I'm gonna look that up right now. Just so I get the name right so I can shout them out, who's probably not watching the stream at all because they don't know who I am, but that's okay.
I'd be very surprised if they were.
Credit where credit is due, all the same. There is... Let's see. Dark Twinge. DarkTwinge. Shouts out to them for putting together a really good video guide about how to speedrun this game. Also, shouts out to the miscellaneous category for speedruns on Putt Saves the Zoo. There is a category called Iron Man 30 times beat the game.
You told me about that? That's fucked. That's so fucked that it's like, well, we have a minute-long speed run. What if there was just a category for doing it 30 times in a row successively?
So not only did I spend the past 2 days learning how to speedrun it, I then learned how to speedrun it bad and slow on purpose so that I could do funny things in it. Like getting stuck at the zoo, opening, getting stuck at the log. The bit with the toolbox, that's not a bit. You genuinely can't skip that using the escape key. You have to hit something else. But I thought it would really be funny just to not skip it. Hang on, let me just fucking bring up a window capture of like the text file I made for like my speedrun notes. That part of the reason why I like muted the alerts was because, well, I'm gonna have this like open on my second monitor over like OBS. I don't want to feel bad like missing what alerts are saying, so I'll just mute them. I guess I'll unmute them now. Anyways, Putt-Putt's Road Trip Adventure 2. Run notes. Escape key skips all animations and dialogue except the toolbox. This is funny, though. The dog is worthless. The paint is optional, which means it's mandatory. Click the radio to unlock the gate. You need to get the hot drinks and snacks ASAP. Putt-Putt, go mid!
Putt-Putt, go mid!
You get the log, but it's funny if it blocks the way for a bit. Go all the way right, get shovel, also paint if you want. This is the one thing I forgot in the run, and that's part of why it went on a bit longer. I forgot to feed Elephanto.
Oh yeah, that would have been far more optimal. You're right. Yeah, you were under a lot of pressure. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, shit, why isn't the run ending? I forgot something. What could it be? The fucking elephant. You know, you go to the igloo, you dig up the snow pile, you drench the snake in hot cocoa, it's dead. Apparently it's faster if you do like the first 3 of those ice blocks, then leave and rezone, and then do the last one. Go jungle, which is, I guess is another fucking Dota joke. Unskippable toolbox event is how I wrote that down. Crush a fucking boulder like it's nothing, you are 8 years old. Lower the bridge, killing the giraffe. Go to the crankshaft, select your player, select map. I think then you win. That's it.
I think, I remember, like, I played this game as a kid, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I like it that I remembered it well enough, and we had like a good enough simpatico to just go completely silent as Putt-Putt vacantly stares at the wrench. That just happened organically.
God, I've actually literally never played a single one of these games, ever. Like, none of the Humongous games.
I bought this for you 2 days ago.
My first experience playing a Humongous Entertainment game was learning how to speedrun it for the sake of a bit. And I truly, from the bottom of my heart, hope you all enjoyed it.
I hope you did too.
If I tricked you and you feel bad about it, I'm sorry. If I tricked you and you laughed, I'm also sorry.
Hello, Holly. I feel really mean for doing this, but after 3 nights of GPM's Metal
Oh
Gear
no,
Solid,
here it comes.
but your stream needed this too.
Okay.
Regardless, Amogus. Sus. Amogus. Sus. Amogus. Sus. Amogus. Sus. Amogus.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. After
Thank
me,
you.
like, riling up people on Alex's stream, getting them to just tip Amogus sus over and over again is the least I've earned this. Let's see if there's any fan art to show off, and then we'll be wrapping up for the night. Let me get some fucking music back on.
I think I'm going to take this opportunity to leave and go get dinner.
Absolutely no
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you so much for having me. This
Thank
was
you so
an
much for
absolute
coming
pleasure.
along. Always a delight to have you here, bud. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Everyone, thank you for being here. They hope you liked it.
Sure hope you did.
Hope you did. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that was Mike, my good friend Mike. Thank you again to Mike for stopping by and for making the stream a hell of a lot more fun, because in retrospect, if I had done all of this solo, I think I literally would have been miserable. I think the stream would have been fucking awful. And it originally was going to be a solo stream, but at the last minute I was like,
Actually, maybe having someone with me would be good.
So thank you again to Mike for being a large part of why this bit was as funny as it was.
Holly, you absolute legend. This is such immense commitment to the bit. I am so glad I was here to see this. Don't have cash to spare RN, but please take the fun shapes.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Shivi Palps. I appreciate that. Oh my god. Literally, I am starting to realize, both times I have learned, to speedrun a game have been for the sake of a stream bit. I learned to speedrun Super Mario World badly, to see if I could beat it before Wayne could do something in a video game, and I learned to speedrun fucking Putt-Putt for this! Oh! I commit to the bit. Anyways, let's go see if we've got any fan art to show off, and then we'll be wrapping up because I've got some other things I want to do tonight. My voice is getting a little bit creaky, and I want to shove y'all on over someone else's way soon. So let me just get some background music up. Suppose we'll start with this one again. Sure, it's a little ominous, but it'll do. Let me get the Discord view up. And we've got this one from Pip. Drew this during last Sunday's Picross stream, but didn't finish it in time, so here it is. Cute. Oh, I like the little flowers in the background. This is adorable. Thank you so much. From Zobob.
They should let me make Cars 4.
I like the little like shapes and blocks on the top. That's a cute touch. And the fucking rocket boosters. Hell yeah. I guess me and Mike have official Carsonas now. Thank you so much, Civil Bob. These rule. Here's from Plague Saw. Repost because I had to edit the text. Here's something I drew after watching the Water Song finale. Oh, cute. Very nice. That was such a good moment in the game. Thank you so much for capturing it. And thank you so much for the beautiful art. A face full of bugs.
You have encountered something terrible on the road. Nightmare car.
Holy shit, bugs. This is wicked. The spikes, the devil wheels. God, thank you so much. From Bog, I don't know how to draw cars.
Get in, loser. We're going to the video game fanon wiki.
God, this is great, actually. I really like it, because... Wait, I just realized this is Gilgamesh car! It only dawns on me now! This is... It went right past my head! This is Gilgamesh truck! Fuck! I was like, why does this look so familiar? Huh. This fucking owns bugs, hell yeah! Anyways, back to this one from Pog. I really like this car, because it reminds me of, like, if someone tried to draw a mole car but as a normal car, and that delights me.
For Gilgacar, it is nitrous time!
I think Square Enix should pay me to act as Gilgamesh in their next game. I would love to voice Greg. That's the end of my statement. Thank you so much to Bog for this one, I love it. From Pip, Holly requests, I create, and made this so quickly, hopefully it lives up to the original concept.
Yoshi's being called to heaven.
Night, night, Mama Luigi.
Goodbye, Yoshi. Thank you so much. From Plague Saw, Yoshi ascends to godhood as his mortal form burns in the wreckage below. You made a Yoshi car! Fuck! This fucking rules. Thank you so much. From Unofficially Jam, and it's Cooey Cooey BB car. Cute. The giant eyes with the beak is a really cute touch. Lumpy. Oh, Lumpy funny. Thank you so much. Oh, I like this a lot. From One Up Clock, Yoshi is going to heaven. I love the, like, awestruck, harrowed look in Yoshi's eyes, and I'm really glad you did the logo. hoping that, like, someone would try and put on the logo a la, like, a box art thing. God, this rules. Thank you so much. This is a hell of a song to jump to when we're looking at this. From Raspberries, this objectively is not fan art. Time to relax and watch a regular stream. I don't remember what Road Trip Adventure is, but I'm sure it's chill. I can't even begin to describe the feeling I felt when I was posting about this on Twitter and seeing people responding with, like, either like, oh, I remember loving that game, I can't wait to see this, or saying, wait, what the fuck? What do you mean Road Trip Adventure 2? And I just had the most self-satisfied fucking grin on my face whenever I saw that, just like... Thank you so much, Raspberries, this rules. From Riot Park, Orange Yoshi is going to heaven! This is very cute, but also holy shit. Thank you so much, Riot Park. This one is from Koi. I don't know if there's going to be sound in this, so I'm going to pause my music just in case. No, there we go. Whenever the BB picture does a spin during the pre-stream, it makes me think of this video, so I made a BB dance for you.
Dance.
Cute!
Dance.
I want to look at this forever.
Dance. Dance. Dance.
Sorry, this is the rest of the stream now.
Dance.
Thank you so much. Oh, I adore this, to say the least. To say the least. Let me get that music back up. A little bit louder. From Void Peppers. Doodled this last night while watching the Wandersong finale VOD. During one of the prior streams, someone made the joke that Miriam would wear a leather jacket with, if you can read this, the bard fell off. And I couldn't stop thinking about it until I drew it. Post a detailed shot of the jacket in a minute. God, I'm glad someone else remembered that. I was thinking about that the other day. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. This rules. From Paint Bucket. Car. Beep beep. Cute. Thank you. And here's a detailed shot of that jacket from the one Void Peppers did. I do like the cool fucking sunglasses what you gave her. That's a great touch. Hell yeah. From Glitchy Guts. Funny stream giving me the funny thoughts. All Yoshi go to heaven. But some of them go before you think they would. Again, that sounded less ominous in my head. And it's like a Sonic Racing, yeah! Cute! The little flowers, oh. I do like the flames! That's good. All of this is good. Thank you so much. Hi, Twilight! This is the end of the stream. You made it just in time for the ending. Sorry. Thank you so much, Glitchy Guts. This one is from someone named Ass. Yoshi has ascended to heaven. Can I rewind it? Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Give me just a second. Get this down. Let me get this up. Road Trip Adventure 2 is a 2014 PlayStation exclusive video game developed by the Apex team and the second installment of the Road Trip Adventure series. Like Cars, it takes place in a world of scaled-down cars instead of people and animals. Road Trip Adventure 2 is a three-way combination of a racing game, a party game, and an RPG game better known as a CarPG game. This is far better than the first Road Trip Adventure game, allowing you to do more than just travel around the world in a scaled-down car. It allows you to make racetracks, play online, interact with townspeople or towns' cars, and more. The game takes place in the year 2002 on Earth is actually 2014 after the events of RTA 1.
Also, the cars can fuck in this one, baby!
Thank you so much for this picture, I love it. Let's see if there's any fan art to show off. Let me take this down first. No. Discord, go down. Where's this one at the very least? This was sent to me, by my friend Max. So I'll show that off because she DM'd it to me. Here we go. Yoshi is going to heaven. Oh, no, that's the wrong view. Actually, no, it's fine. It shows it off there anyways. I wanted to get the browser view up because I have it in a browser view here and it's bigger, but I keep clicking on the wrong things in my, OBS sources like a fool. There he goes. Heaven has gained one more beautiful angel tonight. Now let's see if there was anything on Twitter. I'm waiting very patiently for Twitter to load recent mentions. Nope, looks like we looked at everything. Cool. Alright, that just about does it for the end of the stream then. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Bit of a different stream. I suppose I'll be the first to admit that. Bit of a different stream. I liked it a lot. I just hope you all did too. And I guess if you didn't, too bad, I guess. I had fun and that's what matters. I gotta drink some more water, my god. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Oh, did I see your road trip clip? It has a BB? Hang on, hang the fuck on. Let me see that. Oh my god, you're right. Hang on. Let me get, this up. Was it this? Yeah. Sorry that we didn't actually play Road Trip Adventure. Posted art to the Boru. Oh shit! I keep forgetting we have that. I should check that. Yeah. Hang on. Fucking hang on. I'm just used to checking like the Discord. And I assume folks have just been using the Boru just for the sake of like an art receptacle for the sake of like preservation. I guess I should actually check that. Hang on. You'll give me just a sec. Oh, hang on, yeah, there's some new stuff, what I haven't actually shown off today. Hell yeah! Let's give it a look. Give me one quick sec. We have two of them. Why is it not? Hang on, do you want to work? Here we go. Okay, I have to tab over this way then manually. We have this one from Karate Joey. Yoshi at long last is going back to heaven. And and we're all going to miss him. I'm really glad that people really liked that fucking thing that we said. Thank you so much, Karate Joey, for that one. And we have this one from Dr. Bodacious.
Supreme Ascendancy.
We're all going to miss Yoshi very much. Thank you so much, Dr. Bodacious, for that one. And now, that's going to be it for the stream. There's a cat nodding on my screen. Sandwich in Wayne's fridge.
Hey Holly, could you do me a favor and go back to the Wonder Song art I posted and read out the text in your Kiwi voice before the stream ends? I need this, please.
I'm sorry, I gotta get going, and also my voice is kind of hoarse. I'm gonna veto that. So I don't really do voice requests in general, but I appreciate the tip. Thank you for that. Let's see who we can raid. I think I already know who I want to raid. I just need to make sure that he's live. He is. All right. We're gonna be raiding Mar, because Mar was doing his big rebranding official reveal of his like VTuber persona, what he's doing. So we're gonna check that out. I should probably stop this song because this is too much let's keep going music and not we're wrapping it up music. What's a good raid message? I feel like I know what the raid message is going to be, but let's just see what all of you want. I'm actually seeing a lot of good ones. Alright, I kind of want to go with Putt Putt Go Mid, so let me type it out exactly how it was in the text document. Actually, there might be like a... Hang on, no, there might be a thing on his auto mod to like get time people out if they have too many symbols. So here we go. Like this, so that you don't accidentally get timed out for posting too many exclamation points. Just in case. I would like to be mindful of that and not have everyone in my raid immediately get timed out. You know? Probably a good thing to consider. But, that said, give me just a sec to get the music up. That's gonna be it for our stream tonight. Thank you all so much for stopping on by. I know I had a wonderful time, to say the least. And I hope you all did too. Thank you all so much for the support tonight. We had a ridiculous amount of subs and bits and tips, and I do apologize for like muting them and speaking over them sometimes. It did get a little bit hectic while also trying to read a whole Wikipedia article, but I hope I didn't like, you know, downplay like how much your support really means to me. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you as well for all of the follows we had, for all of the raids we had, for all of the clips what people took, for all the beautiful fan art we had. Thank you to anyone who, you know, told a friend about the stream. And thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Whether you were only here for a bit, or you managed to stick around for the entire thing, whether you only stopped on by right at the start, or you only made it just now at the end, it's always a delight to have you here. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it here with me. And thank you, Sir Alexander Drake, for the last minute 813 sub. I really appreciate it.
Holly Tones love.
We're going to be raiding Mar. We're going to be raiding Mar, who has a fancy new name now. Mar Katoto. Your raid message is Putt Putt Go Mid. If you're sticking around for that raid, I hope you have a wonderful time over at Mar's stream. He's a great dude. I'm real excited for this cool new chapter in his streams, and I hope you enjoy. I'll be back tomorrow around 6 o'clock again. And tomorrow, me and my friend Sophie are going to be doing an edutainment stream, and we're going to be checking out Frog Fractions. Maybe I'll see you there. Or maybe I'll see you around some other time. But no matter what happens before we take off, I'd just like to say, good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you again soon.
It.